shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Grab it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind, I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it, I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come
Okay. Um, hey, what's up? Happy Wednesday. Oh, you're halfway there. Don't worry. Tomorrow night, the only thing left is Friday. You know what I mean? Hello, everyone. Rebby, Ginger, Shepherd. We got Barry. We got Amy Geyer Digital. Thank you for stopping, understanding that we can text later. I don't know how that works, Geyer, but maybe. Let's get, let's talk about it. I'll send you a link to our Discord, Geyer. You can join it. Tommy's a member. Uh, Pretty much most of the Patriots are members, so we have a couple hundred people. I'll send you a link, and we can chat about it when we're not in front of a couple hundred people. Okay. Hello, everybody. More chapters. Greg is in the house. Oh, you're early, Greg. Tahiti Wave. Hey, I really want to thank you guys for continually showing up for our Town Hall Tuesday. It means a lot to me. I would like to think that you don't just show up just because of Tommy. I think that maybe my format plus Tommy, me and Tommy are a team where each of us have something to bring to the table. Griffey, hi Climax, Jerk, how are you? And everyone, Griffey, we love you, man. How you doing? Hope you're well. That is not what I was going to start with. I was going to start with this. Tony P is in the house. Hey, look, man. The guy wore satin pink shorts in public and beat somebody's fucking ass in the ring. You got to give him the boing. No homo. You know what I mean? So, I really think that the Town Hall Tuesdays are going really well. I think that we're on to something by now. I'm going to do my little opening commentary, right? So I think we're really on to something, guys. When it comes to you guys have been watching these people for the whole time. You know who Tommy is, but if you maybe now because you've seen him so many times, but if you had walked by Tinkerton like a month ago, you wouldn't even know what he looks like or who he is or any of their stories. Yeah, we know Tommy's story, and I don't want to dox anybody, so I give them a chance to come on and speak for themselves. They can say what they want, But I thought it went really, really well. Right. I thought it went really well. If you have not gone and subscribed to Josh's channel and Tommy's, we're all linked now. What's up, Lord Prank? We're all linked now. So what we're going to do is the people who do have YouTube accounts, at the end of it, we do an official collaboration. I go in there, I go to the settings. That's why I make it unlisted. I go to the settings, I send them a link. They click the link, and now it says Climatics TV and 2 others. So just go there, go to their channels and subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's a badass way. Subscribe, like, share. Those 3 things right there. First of all, you have no idea how much that actually does help a channel like mine, like even Tommy's, even T-Sply, everybody who has content like this. It helps so much, and that's such a good way of supporting us for free. I never am going to ask any of you to spend money, ever. If you want to and you got deep pockets like Tony P, that's completely different. But if you're struggling, don't give me your money. I appreciate every dollar. I do. I put it back into my stream. I just make my content better for you. I mean, the program I use for the interviews, it's called StreamYard. It's a web-based thing. It's $88 a month. So I have to sort of get some sort of reimbursement for this. So anyways, I've decided this is what we're going to do. Hey, Glenn, what's up? What's up, everybody? I decided this is what we're going to do with the Town Hall Tuesdays, guys. If we don't have a fundraiser, like we did for Captain Jerry, and like we did not do for Josh, the super chat money does not go to Josh. It's for the show. What we're going to do, though, is we want to give the guests a gift, right? Everybody gets a gift. You go to the Grammys, you get a little package that's worth like 200 grand. You go to these other places, you get a gift. You go to a fucking a 7-year-old's birthday party, you get like a little bag of candy, right? everywhere you go, right? If you have kids, then you know what I'm talking about. Everywhere. Thank you so much, Barbara, for the $1.99. So everywhere you go, you get a little gift bag. So what I want to do is most of the Patriots that are out there that we're going to be doing, if we're doing a fundraiser for somebody, chances are they have an Amazon wish list. If they do, just like Josh, I will ask them, what do you want off of your wish list? I'll buy you an item. In this case, Josh inquired about the pants and the shirt, and I felt like the pants and the shirt was one item, even though it was two separate things. I felt like those went together. It's not like I bought a mace and an umbrella. Two things that don't really, well, I guess my mace and an umbrella do kind of go together, don't they? In a weird sort of. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to gift something. I wish we had maybe we'll get to it, right? But maybe we'll have a show hats. Or we'll do a hats like Did You Know with Tommy on the side, or Tommy 1.0, or like the show name, something. We'll figure out something that everybody wants. Nobody wants a hat with my name on it. I get that, but something with Patriots Corner or something. But if we do something blanket like that, who is in charge of Patriots Corner? Who gets the money from that? So we start making T-shirts and hats, and we make all this money. We might have a lot of hands going, where's my cut? So I don't know what we're going to do. We might have to incorporate and actually create a real company. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, why wouldn't we do that? There's no I can't think of any reason not to. Thank you, Barbara. You're very kind. I can't think of any. If anybody can come up with a reason not to, like literally incorporate and join forces and create a company, because you know what? They could use the revenue from all the T-shirts and the hats and stuff to buy security, to buy all their equipment and all that stuff, right? I am kind of blessed to live in a city that has a little bit of everything. You name it, my city has it. Whatever you're looking for, Patriot Corner. I think that shirts, they're only available in red, white, and blue. Shirts that say Patriot Corner, nothing else, nothing associated with Oregon, nothing associated with anybody specific person, just Patriots Corner. I'll take 3, one of each color. We can do like a little spaghetti strap cami one for the chicks, Patriots Corner on your boobs. Everybody wants to see that shit. And we actually have real women. So clap for real women. You know what bothers me about liberal women? The dick. That's it. Call me crazy. Is that too much? Is it too early for that? Real old Marine Corps vet. I know a lot of you. I know a lot of real old Marine Corps vets. Hoorah, sir. Hoorah. Welcome to the show. And we have a lot of things to get into. I do have a Tommy announcement, kinda. Oh, nice. Nice, Jerry. I see what you're saying. That's funny. Look at this. So I have a Tommy announcement. He got his computer, his laptop, and he called me. And, well, setting up a computer is one thing. But setting up for the first time ever OBS and Streamlabs and all this stuff and downloading all this stuff and getting your camera to work right and settings. And he told me earlier, like, hey, I'm going to go live tonight about 5 real quick. Good. He finally got it. I was waiting. I was helping him for like an hour. And so now he just went live. Cool. Let's look at it real quick. You want to look at it real quick? Let's see what he got going. Because he just got his computer. He's still trying to figure out what to do and how everything works. Let's give him a hard time real quick. Wait. Is his sound working good? Huh? He's got his stream. I'm gonna get out of the chat so it doesn't combine with mine.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just trying to figure shit out right now.
He's really low volume. That's not me, it's him. It's him. It's him.
This works for you guys, right? I want
Hold on, your volume is really low. Let me tell him.
check this out.
God bless America. Hold on.
Cartel violence is rocking the nation of Mexico right now. This week, military forces.
Okay, cool. He's live. He's copying my shit. You know, I get so pissed off at people that clown, like, try to talk shit and say I'm doing this all for the wrong reasons and stuff. And I'm a grifter and all this other bullshit. Let me explain something to all of you that you are, the people in here right now, all of you, you know this. You probably haven't figured it out. I'm literally teaching people how to take my money. I'm literally teaching Tommy how to steal my ad revenue and my crowd and my chat and my super. Everybody that super chats him doesn't super chat me. Now, that subject is irrelevant to me. I make money from videos and other things, well, whatever. But I'm just saying, I'm literally teaching him how to be a better content creator. He's going to surpass me in subs. I know he is. On YouTube, I know. I know. Like, he already has, how many does he have already? Like 10,000 or something? You know how long it took me to get that many? He's going to surpass me. He's got more people watching him right now than I do. He's got 8.94K subs. He's only had his channel for a month. It took me like 5 years to get that much. So, no, it's fine. I don't want a trophy. I don't want any praise. I just want you to know that I'm not doing this for any negative reason. Yeah, I was, honestly, look, my lease was up and I was moving anyways. I was not going to be able to get a house, but honestly, the influx of people watching my videos and watching the stream and super chatting me before I even met Tommy, because you have to remember, YouTube is behind 1 month. So the money I got in late November and in late December that helped me move, I made that money in August and September. You know what I mean? Like August, September, October. It's a month behind. So yeah, YouTube did help me move, but I had to move anyways. Now, I got to be honest with you. My channel is going better now since October than it's ever gone. Did you know that in July and August and June, all summer long, I streamed like 100 hours a week? And the most people I had, like last night on Town Hall Tuesday, the total number of viewers for the night was close to 10,000. 9,000, between 9,500 and 10,000, right? June, July, and August, those 3 combined months, my total number of people that watched me stream all together was less than 100 people in 3 months of streaming 100 hours a week. Does everybody understand what I just said? So this has been amazing for me. I'm really, really thrilled and happy that this is going on with my shit. I know I haven't been making any shorts for the last couple of days. I've been trying to figure out this stream and help Tommy and do a bunch of other things. And I'm doing things behind the scenes, you know? Yeah, I know it's badass. I can't, you know what? I can't, you know, it's really hard for me to wrap. Thank you, Rebby, for saying this. You know, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around. Oh, oh, Barbara, you're so nice. I didn't even see that message. It's going good, Marine Sonny. I never thought. Okay. Do you know who Doctor Disrespect is? Does anybody know who Doctor Disrespect is? Anybody? Just look him up. Doctor. It's just like it sounds. Doctor Disrespect. He's a streamer. He's got 5 million YouTube subs. 5 million. Just for reference, I think Benny Johnson has like 2 million or 3 million. Okay. I've watched him for so long, for years, and I always thought to myself, I can't imagine having a stream successful enough to warrant having an intro video, whole 10-minute, whatever. His is like 45 minutes, but I never in a million years thought I would have a crowd large enough to not only have my Discord open, have members, but I also have an intro to my stream. That's fucking crazy. Tommy needs help with OBS. Clyde, I've been helping Tommy. This is true. I've been helping Tommy for the last hour and a half, but I had to go live for my show. He got it. He'll figure it out. Hey, honestly, I help a lot of people outside of this with my job, my engineering job. I have 30 years of experience as a civil engineer. So I've helped a lot of the younger. I all the time have to re-explain what I explained already to someone because they weren't fucking listening, or they didn't do it right, or they just not Tommy. He's got this shit. He's way smarter with this than the majority of brand new streamers and people. It's very complicated. People think you just get a computer and a webcam and YouTube sends you 10 grand. Let me put it to you this way, okay? That this does not mean I'm rich. I'm not rich at all. At all. I'm in the top 25% of YouTube creators, like revenue-wise. That doesn't mean I make a lot of money. That means other people don't make a lot of money. Did you know that the average YouTuber will never see $1,000 in a month from YouTube? The average, like 60%, will never see even a grand in a month. And that's not really that much money. No, he will learn it. Everybody learn. He learned so much in the last hour. You know, and I mean, then you have your 1%ers like Asmongold and Benny and all these other people that are making. At that guy Asmongold, he lives off of less than 1%, and he makes. I'm not even joking. You may not believe this, but go look it up. Fact check this. He makes anywhere. It fluctuates. YouTube money fluctuates. I made more this month than I did last month by a fucking only a little bit. So he makes between $500,000 and $600,000 a month, a fucking month, a month, 500 or 600 grand a month, a month. A month. The fuck? Arturo, yeah, Arturo. I don't want to speak on Arturo's salary because I don't know. But it's public knowledge. You can Google all of ours and see what the range is, but it fluctuates. It does. So 1 month you might make 800 or 900, and the next month you might make 8 or 9 grand. It just depends. The town hall Tuesdays are helping a little bit, but I mean, to be honest with you guys, by the time I pay $88 a month for the StreamYards, and then I buy the guest a gift, I set everything up and I do the thumbnail and all this stuff. I've worked, and time is money, and I calculate my time and how much time I spend by how, like, I charge myself in my brain, like, okay, that was like, how much am I worth? Like, am I worth $100 an hour with what I'm doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to think about that because I mean, you're running a business. If I was just doing it for fun in a channel, I would stream everything. I would just. This makes me want to ask you for 50 grand. This makes me want you to Zell me $5,000. Don't say things like this, Tony. Tony. Climatics is a Jew. Don't put me in the situation. Whatever he's smoking, Prank, it's fucking good. Cause he can afford the good shit. Yeah. No. We love you, Tony. You're Tony, you're super generous, man. You are. And I'm not gonna dox what you did, but maybe next time don't drink while you're super chatting. Hey guys, alcohol's bad. YouTube is good. YouTube plus alcohol is bad. YouTube plus alcohol plus super chats, you're fucking up. Okay? Because, you could easily, Tony P, accidentally, with your drunk finger, hit the 0 more than once. And all of a sudden you're sending 500 instead of 50 or 5 grand instead of 50. We all have the same question, Tony. Tony, we're just joking. Like, good Lord, don't send any money to anybody, Tony. We love you, man. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, so guys, check this out. Since you said it, I'll do it. Tony P got drunk and accidentally super chatted JD Delay $50 last night. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. That's funny. Give shout out to JD Delay. We're going to find out how crazy they really are. That's cool. I'm not going to encroach on the Tommy stream. You know what? You ever seen that John Wayne scene where he's at the creek with the boy and the mom goes, well, he don't know how to swim. And he goes, really? And he goes out there and takes him by the seat of his drawers and his pants and chunks him into the river. Said, well, he's going to learn today. And then the woman was like, well, I can't swim either. And he was like, really? You're next, bitch. That's what I got to do with Tommy. You just got to let him go and stream and figure it out and click here and it fucks everything up. And he's like, oh shit, don't click that. How am I supposed to tell him from across the country how to do all this shit? Like, I almost want to get on a plane and just fly to his place and show him how to stream and set everything up for him and then just come back home. Maybe get a cheeseburger while I'm there. What am I supposed to do? You know what I told him to do? And this is the truth. There's one person in Portland. Oh, let's see if we can all guess. Who do you think the one person in Portland that I told Tommy to get help with his stream and all of his setup with? There's only one fucking answer, and we all know what it is. I did it. One person's going to say it, and I'll put it up on the screen. There's only one person that can help Tommy. You got it. That's it. That's it. Everybody got it. Oh, good job. Hey, Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Hey, he got his computer. Yep. That's exactly right. Portland Andy. Not Chandler. Do not drink and super chat. Yep. No, I told him. Now, I think Portland Andy would help I don't want to say this because I don't really know him like that, but he seems to won't really want to stick to his own type of thing. I mean, he turned down an interview with JD Delay. He kind of does his own thing. He's like to play, goes to a beat of his own drum. You know what I mean? I didn't say that right, but you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if he would help just anyone, but I think he would go over and help Tommy 100%. I would be shocked if he didn't go help him. Wouldn't you be shocked if Andy was like, nah, I'm not gonna. Why? I mean, they're friends, right? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? So I hope that happens. I told Tommy, if you have a question about something, it sounds crazy, but just ask ChatGPT. Just download the voice grok and have a conversation about what you're trying to do. How do you think I came up with the idea of doing a Town Hall Tuesday and doing an interactive live chat and all that stuff? I loaded a bunch of my information and a bunch of transcripts from my videos and clips into YouTube and told it to give me a business strategy to enhance my channel, and that was one of the things on the list. I know no matter what you think or what you hear, I know what I'm doing. I do. I really fucking do. You know how you can tell? House. Show. Co-host. I like in the last 6 months, and Prank is a real life friend of mine. He knows this. Okay, Lord Prank, he knows this. I have a lot of acquaintances, not too many friends. Man, I have made more friends in like the last 3 or 4 months than I think I have in the last like decade. It's crazy. Like, don't take this the wrong way, guys. Seriously, don't take this the wrong way. But I never thought for even even that much time, I never even a second crossed my mind that I would give a flying fuck about Portland, Oregon. Nothing personal, but I live in Texas. I'm from Florida. Never been to Oregon. Never been like to any degree west of like Colorado. I've never been west of Colorado. So to wrestle, but that doesn't really count because you go to the arena, you wrestle, you go back to the hotel, you leave. I'm talking about going to I've never experienced what life is like there. I have no idea. So I have no skin in the game other than it's the United States of America and we're all the same country, right? I had no idea that I would give such a huge fuck about some random intersection in a place that I've never been, never planned on going, and didn't give a fuck less about. And I care so damn much about that stupid little building. I don't know what the fuck these people did to me, but I guess it's good and bad. I mean, I like all of you. It's been very interesting. Like all, Colleen and everybody here is, I got my friend Prank involved here, and some of the wrestling people are like, what the fuck? I met Tony P. What the fuck, Tony P's the man. I gotta get his autograph, So, if you did not know, Town Hall Tuesday is now booked for the next 6 weeks. So next week, Tuesday, 1 week from yesterday, it's the Tinkerton episode. Live, on camera. I think probably for the first time ever in any sort of interview ever, we're going to have Tinkerton. Now, I'm hoping, and maybe he's watching because he's a friend of the show and I really, really, really like him a lot. I really, really do. And he is such a patriot, but I'm hoping that not Tina Kotex will join us because they're always out there together. They're buddies. I think that would be a cool dynamic to have. If not, we'll just have Tinkerton and we'll get Not Tina on at some other time. So then the next week, we are going to have Zach X. Does everybody know who Zach X is? He's that guy that knocked out like 3 people in like a minute. in the middle of the street. Do you know who Zach X is? I'm gonna do a video on him. I'm gonna do a deep dive on him on the stream sometime. Maybe next, in a couple of days prior to the thing. We're gonna do all that. Yes, Tinkerton is a loyal motherfucker. You're right. Absolutely. I'm glad Tinkerton's not Antifa. Can you imagine this shit? No, 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 no. And also, now that Josh is gonna get that tactical uh, top and pants I got him, he's gonna be able to hide in the bushes and in the trees, and they can't see him. It's gonna be great. I wish that was how camouflage worked, right? But so we're gonna have Zach X on, probably not, no, definitely not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, and that's gonna be a donation show because he's a patriot. He lost his job, and we're gonna split. So how that's gonna work with Zach X is me and we're gonna give him 50% of the super chats, and then me and Tommy are gonna split the other 50%. So I think that's appropriate. Hopefully we can raise a couple $100 for him at least. Definitely get him some views and some subs and get him some attention. He's already got a lot on his own, but let's get him a little bit more, Then we have a lot of other people playing, guys. We have so many people. The man, you may not know him, his name is Jeremy, that just won in court versus Pam Tifa. I've already talked to him. He's already said yes. I've also reached out to Ben Bankas, who we have on the screen here, Caitlin Bennett of Liberty Hangout, and Tom McDonald. The worst they can say is no. What if they say yes? If one of them says yes, that interview could make the other one say yes. Oh, I forgot one person. I figured, it is still kind of funny to me, but I think that it would be a really big, huge slice of justice pie if I actually got the damn interview with Fetterman. He wore a suit for Trump. Do you see my thumbnail? Look how good ChatGPT is at making thumbnails. Isn't that so good? Look, Nancy Pelosi's in a wheelchair smoking a vape. Look, Fetterman's in a suit. I have absolutely officially reached out to John Fetterman and requested him to be on a Town Hall Tuesday in the future. Any Town Hall Tuesday, any Tuesday he's available, we will have him on for a live interactive show. If he wants to bridge the gap, I hate for us to sound any sort of braggadocious or conceited, but if he wants to bridge the gap between liberals and conservatives, I believe that the bridge to that gap starts at the bottom. That would be me. I know my role. I know my place. I'm not in the main event. I am an additional character to a cast that's already there. So, thank you so much, Amy, for being a member for 2 months. That's awesome. So, I need to make sure I do my part and maybe advance this Town Hall Tuesday as best as I can, Like, seriously, how do you follow Jeremy? I'll have to get his link. Call Tommy later. He's struggling a little. Yeah. Well, once he downloads Discord, he'll be able to share his screen with me, and I can share my studio and my OBS with him, and I can show him how I have mine set up. Guys, it's not easy. Seriously. Ask Arturo. Ask Portland Andy. Ask any. Do you know whose shit is probably complicated as hell? Is my friend Ben Dykes. Oh, that's another person. Ben Dykes is going to be on the show too. We're going to have him. We're also reaching out to David Medina. I would love, you know what I would love, honestly? and I know this will be a shot in the dark, and this is the first time I'm ever going to mention this. I would really like to have David Medina on with either someone like the BC Preacher or somebody like Chad Catton. Chad or the BC Preacher would be able to take David Medina to the conservative level he needs to be at. Because what he doesn't know is his base is 100% or 0% on certain issues. And the border and immigration is one. He wants to keep a lot of the illegals. No, they all got to go, bro. All of them. All of them. I don't give a fuck. All of them. If you're 6, you can fucking leave too. Sorry, your parents suck. Sorry. Right. Hey, Barbara, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Barbara. Barbara, if you want a link to the Discord, we'll send you one. But I feel like one could get the other. So if I get Caitlin Bennett, I could probably get Adam Francisco. Another guy out in Florida, name is Adam Francisco. If you don't know, he's got a terminal disease, and he goes out there every single day as a I guess legal immigrant. He's amazing guy. Amazing guy. Iceman would be, I'm talking about nothing, no diss or anything, nothing personal to Iceman, but I'm thinking about a little bit bigger than just a local patriot that only the small time people would know. I'm talking about taking this to a national stage. I mean, I sent a request to a United States senator on the other side of the aisle. So I would like to interview all those guys. I also happen to live about, I would say about 25, 30 miles away from the Cartier family. I actually want to go there and be on their show if they would have me. That would be awesome. I would like to have those guys on our Town Hall Tuesday first, and then maybe do a collab with them later on, after because they featured Tommy. You would think that they might want to meet him. You know what I mean? So it's all a win-win, guys. We're gonna take this to the top level because I hope you guys like the format. I don't know. I'm just trying different things. I watch a lot of old TV and old movies and old shows, and I was on this thing called Pluto TV, where you can watch old episodes of everything from like the A-Team and Three's Company, and while I'm dating myself now, right? And fucking, you want me to make you feel old? Different Strokes and Silver Spoons and all kinds of American Gladiators, Golden Girls, shit, all kinds of. Well, one of the things you can watch on there. Hi, Carla. How you doing? Hi, Carla. Can we no longer gift memberships? What? You can't gift memberships? Holy, what? Whoa. Hold on. Pause. Why? Why can't you? Hold on. Here. Well, anyways, let me figure that out real quick. One of the things that you can watch on there is Johnny Carson. And I was watching Johnny Carson, and he sort of had a segment. I know, Amy, I'm not really sure why. I'm going to work on that right now. And I saw Johnny Carson. YouTube has been having issues today. Okay. Well, anyways, I was watching Johnny Carson, and he had a segment where he had pictures he was pulling up, and the people would just start laughing at whatever the picture was, a goofy something or other and whatnot, And so I said, that's a pretty good idea. I wonder how I could incorporate that. So that's really where all that came from. Delay ads, insert ads, create. I can delay the ads. I didn't know that. That's very cool. I didn't know I could do all this shit. Oh, YouTube's been acting weird all day long on all streaming shows. Maybe that's why Tommy's having problems too. The option is there for me. Maybe close the whole thing and reopen it. Stupid. Other podcasts cannot gift either. That's so dumb. You know what I think is dumb? That me, the host, that I cannot gift certain members memberships. Remember that Alex Electric Gaming debacle where I don't know what happened to that guy. I guess he decided he was gonna watch something else. People get burned out on that stuff. He'll be back. But they were trying to gift. I wish I could just gift certain people. Polly's gonna be late this evening. She had a work meeting she had to attend. She messaged me earlier, so she won't be around. So Prank, it's on you. Down detector shows today. I use that too. Anyways, so I was watching old Johnny Carson, and he had this segment where he was like, he goes, "Well, let's do a little game," and he pulled out the thing, right? And he said, "Here's a picture of whatever, Woody Allen. Then here's a picture of this guy. Here's a picture of whatever, Gerald Ford, whoever the fuck it was." So I started thinking like, oh, that's so. I hope you like that segment of our show. Do you think I should do that every time? I think I like it. I think I need to get a lot more pictures to put up and different things, but I thought it was a good addition. If you have any other ideas like that for segments of the program where we could add something, don't bombard me with 50 different fucking things. But if you have a really good idea for a segment on the show, I will listen to you. Not right now. It's like send me a message on X. Clyde, you're still mad because I said you were wearing mascara like a week ago. Is that Tin Man is a real man? He would never wear any makeup or lace, anything at all ever. He does lumberjack work in the evenings. You liked it? It was good. Okay. So one of the people I reached out to for an interview was this man right here. His name is Bankas. He is a stand-up comedian. If you did not know, I am a huge fan of stand-up comedy. I have listened. Yes, Prank. I see all chat. I have learned everything through you to call Tommy that he was struggling. Yeah. Hey, believe me, Tommy don't give a fuck if I'm live or not. If he needs help with something, my phone's just gonna ring, and I just have to mute myself. He don't give up, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Frank. So, I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy. I've listened to or watched pretty much every single stand-up special from. Let me name some people: George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Mitch Hedberg, Bill Hicks, Doug Stanhope, which actually I sort of used to know him. He ran for president in 2008, and I was chatting it up with him then, and I went to a couple of shows, and he got me into his show, and some of my friends went. And all the other guys, like I really like, all the guys that you guys are mentioning too. Ralphie May is awesome. God rest his soul. I love that man. I'm so upset that he's no longer with us. Also, there's another guy. His name is John Pinette. John Pinette is about the funniest G-rated comedy special you're ever going to find. John Pinette is also no longer with us. Andrew Dice Clay, that son of a bitch is never gonna fucking die. Oh, and then somebody just said Red Fox. Red Fox is that's Sanford and Son. That's the dad, the dad on Sanford and Son. That bitch is the most raunchy. Holy crap! So I'm a student of stand-up comedy. I watch all the I've watched Rodney Carrington, titties and beer. I watched Jeff Dunham and his puppets. I kill you. I actually went in the Houston Improv before he was super famous. It was $20, and I sat front row to Gabriel Iglesias, and there was like 100 people, 200 people. It was badass. It's such a good show. He's awesome. I love all these guys. Lewis Black, he was like a political type of comedian. You know, so I'm a student. I'm a fan. I love stand-up comedy. So as soon as I saw Ben doing this kind of comedy type of things, this is more like an interview type of thing, but it's a short, so it's short, right? But I really, really want to have him on with me and Tommy. I think that we will be laughing our asses off the entire time. I really like Mitch Hedberg, the one-liner king, and George Carlin was just, oh man, George Carlin. I do like Matt Rife, but I'm not a chick, so I don't like him that much. I do like some of the more like this. This is the type of comedian that I like. I like Andrew Dice Clay, you know, little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds in whey. Along came a spider, he sat right beside her, and said, "Hey, I'm walking here." Andrew Dice Clay's gonna live forever. Sam Kinison, ow, screaming and shit. The Dice Man, oh yeah, all these, and then even the old guys like Don Rickles. Yeah, Don Rickles was the meanest guy. Oh, you couldn't even have a conversation with him. So, anyways, Ben is super based. And I want you to, if you don't know who he is, you're about to find out.
The woke, the women with the insane look in their eyes, and, your instinct when you see a woke person is that person is mentally ill. If you're not mentally ill. And then people defend, oh, really? So you just think that anybody
Larry the Cable Guy is not funny.
who's upset with the current situation is mentally ill? Yeah, I do. Because if you weren't mentally ill.
If you can go on YouTube and look up Doug Stanhope, the show is Deadbeat Hero. Ladies, you're not going to like this show. I know you think, oh, no, I like raunchy, crazy stand-up. No. This show is not for you. I'm sorry, ladies. You can watch it if you want, but after it's over and you're mad, don't be mad at me because I'm warning you. Guys, fellas, Doug Stanhope, Deadbeat Hero. If you can get through that, and at the very end, you like him, we can now be friends. That is the comedy that I've seen him live like 7 times. I bought my Doug Stanhope for President shirt from Doug. And if you don't know who Doug Stanhope is, by the way, do you remember the Man Show, girls jumping on trampolines? Sorry, ladies. That's what it was. Don't kill the messenger. Do you remember that show, guys? The Man Show with Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel, right? And then Jimmy Kimmel left and went to go be a dipshit. And Adam Carolla had a new co-host. That new co-host is Doug Stanhope. Yes? Are we all clear? So that's who that is. So Doug Stanhope, Deadbeat Hero. If you can get through that, we can be friends. Good luck. You're going to need it. 44 hold, 2-headed. I can't even finish it. I can't even finish that sentence. 44 hold, 2-headed. I cannot finish the sentence. That I'll lose my channel.
You would see, number one, everything that's happening right now happened under every other president, and ICE has always existed. Obama did it, Bush did it, they all fucking did it. Okay? That's number one. Number two, people who have enough time to protest every single day, or who are willing to get paid by these Soroses and whoever else to protest, anybody who's doing that is mentally insane. What's your T4? What's your 1099? Oh, it was a protest. Made 40 grand protest. You're mentally unstable. The woke,
So I was just a real short one, but he was just basically saying that these people that's their full-time job, like how do you survive like that? It's okay. Let me see. So we have another thing here. So I wanted to show two videos from each person that I reached out to. Can't show Tom McDonald's, of course, but if you don't know who Caitlin Bennett is,
why you're wearing, tell us about.
She got famous for posing at Kent University in her college pictures with an AR-15. So you might have seen that. You might have seen her. That was many, many, many years ago.
Oh, why you're wearing this and what inspired it?
Because I am very anti-Trump. I'm for democracy in America. I don't want kings. I don't want dictatorship. So I'm here to support America and the people that need the help that we're not getting sometimes.
Okay, and how is Trump exhibiting king-like behavior?
He's doing king-like behavior by having military parade would be a good idea. National Guard going out, not following the Constitution. Several things.
Okay, all right. It's his birthday today.
I know.
Do you have a happy birthday message to him?
I hope I see your obituary in the paper tomorrow.
Okay.
That'd be my message, yeah.
Okay, so you hope that this is his last birthday?
Well, I don't want him dead. I just want him not in office anymore.
Okay. Well, obituary would mean dead.
I know. I was being sarcastic. I was like him out of office.
Out of office.
Yeah.
Would you like J.D. Vance to be the president
No,
then?
I would not.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to be the president?
Kamala Harris right now, but she didn't win. But
Can I point out something that we say no kings and no authoritarianism, but Kamala Harris, no one voted for her.
Yes, they did. Half the country voted for her, so let's not go there.
No one was voted for her to be the nominee.
Yes, they did.
Isn't that what authoritarian?
You're going down the wrong road right now with me. I wouldn't go any further.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to talk to you anymore. That's what it means.
I just think it's ironic that no one voted for her to be the nominee. They just selected her like a king gets selected, right?
But keep it to yourself. Okay. Bye. Have a good day. See ya. Take care.
So if you don't agree with them, they can't even sit there and have a conversation with you. See, that's the problem. They call you a Nazi, a fascist, a racist because you don't agree with them fully. If you could go out there and agree with them on every single issue and just pick one random, insignificant, small little thing and disagree with them, and they would completely turn on you. It's absolute insanity. Like I am very comfortable telling you that sometimes I think President Trump might want to be quiet and not say too much stuff. Sometimes, not very often. I love 99.9%, but you can't like everything about everybody. There's things that other politicians and other people do in my state and my place where I live that I'm like, oh, I like you, but fuck, what was that? It's the same thing as a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, You don't just divorce someone because they fuck up one little tiny time. Well, a tiny one, not, a big one, but this person here, think about how Looney Tune you have to be to do that to yourself and go out on the president. And you know what? Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you think, even for a second, that a king would allow some asshat like this to go out mocking him, wishing him death on his birthday in the middle of the streets of said kingdom on camera? That guy's head would be on a stick by tomorrow. Well, yeah, obviously. Jesus, dude, these people are idiots. Okay, so keeping with the tradition of showing a video from somebody that I have inquired about, let's talk about my soon to be good friend and former secret pen pal that he didn't know about, Senator John Fetterman, who, by the way, cannot wear a suit ever. Goes to his office. Everything he does, every interview, every appearance, every fucking time I have ever seen him, ever, since like all the stroke thing, he's been in a hoodie. But what was he wearing last night? Huh? What did he do for Trump that he wouldn't do for any other person? Look at that. Yeah, that's AI. But I only had to ask a little bit. And look at Nancy, dumb bitch. So, Fetterman is getting attacked. You know why? For being a normal human fucking being. Fetterman is being attacked for being the kind of Democrat that we all wish all the Democrats were. Because let me tell you something. It's maybe not even a hot take. I think you're gonna all agree with me. If every Democrat, all of them, Ilhan Omar, my girl Jazzy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, what's that other bitch? Rashida Tlaib. I don't know what that bald-headed idiot's name is, but that woman that ain't got no damn hair. If they were all exactly like Fetterman and like the way he processes like common sense, like he's like, okay, this doesn't make sense, and if they were all like that, there would be no protesting, there would be no problems in this country. It would be all gravy, everybody would be happy, everything's gonna be good. It would all be fine. No problem. But Democrats like John Fetterman, I'm sorry to tell you, they don't exist anymore. Your mother and father and my mother and father's Republican and Democrat party are no longer in existence. You know how you can tell that? Ask yourself this question. You know what? Let's do a poll real quick. I have a good question for you. A good question. Start a poll. Oop, I got a good one. You're going to love this poll. I want you all to please. There's 124 people. Poll's only going to be on YouTube. Sorry, Rumble. Here it is. Would John F. Kennedy be a Republican or a Democrat if he was alive today? This is how you know that the Democrat Party of your youth and your parents' youth is fucking dead. Watch this. Because you all know the damn answer. You know the answer. And Joe's not here yet to fuck up the thing. Oh, one person voted Democrat. Who's a dumbass? I wish it told me who voted. Who is a dumbass who voted Democrat? Joe, are you here? I think Joe's here creeping. Well, maybe like the few people who say Democrat, they don't understand. They're just not intelligent enough to get what I'm saying. I voted Democrat. How embarrassing to say. Imagine saying that out loud somewhere in public. I voted Democrat. Ugh. God damn. It's like, hi everybody. I'm retarded. That's what you just said. I'm a fucking moron. I hate America, but I won't fucking leave. Fuck. How you vote Democrat? What the fuck? Yeah, that means you voted for Kamala Harris? A drunk? I voted for the man who's never had alcohol in his life. Isn't that better? Imagine saying that, though, with confidence. I voted Democrat. That's right. I hate unborn babies. I hate law. I hate borders. I hate America. And I love illegal immigrant gang members who would grape and murder and rob me if they were given the chance. These people are literally fighting to keep people in the country that would kill them. You see what's happening in Mexico right now with all the tourists, the American tourists over there? Jess, yeah, I know. Let him do his test. That's fine. Hey, the birdie need to fly on his own. I can't hold his hand all the time. He need to figure it out. He'll be fine. So you fuck up a couple streams. Who gives a shit? You know how many streams I fucked up? You know how many streams I logged in, got all set up, played one game, got my ass kicked, lost, fucking crashed the fuck out, and then just closed the stream after like 10 minutes? I've done that before. He needs to, hey. He just needs to go. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So anyways, Fetterman unloads on Dems for their behavior. How in the fuck do you not stand for a little girl who got hit? How the fuck do you not stand for that? I'm sorry, but every person who didn't stand for that, all the people who didn't show up for that, they should be, hey, you may not agree with this, but that's okay. That don't mean you don't have to, you can't keep watching me. If you don't agree with everything I say, if you do agree with every single word that comes out of my mouth, I think that's fucking weird. You should at least disagree on me on something at some point, and this might be it. I think that they should just be removed from their position. I don't give a fuck if they were voted in. I don't give a fuck if they have tenure. I don't give a fuck. If you are such a rotten, subhuman piece of shit that you can't stand, you have TDS so fucking bad, you can't stand up for a little girl who almost got murdered and like hit. Like, what the, or like, you can't stand up for Medal of Honor winners. You can't stand up for a Purple Heart. You can't, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should be removed from your position in my goddamn government. Period. End of story. I don't care. I don't care how you got in. I don't care how long you've been there. You're a rotten piece of shit. Wait. Am I missing some idiot? Wait, what's he saying? Let's see what he's saying. Prank, did you remove? Dude. Oh, wait. Maybe it's because I have top chat on and not all the chat. Maybe that's why. Okay, in poll. Look, there's several stupid people who think that John F. Kennedy would sign up for all this wackiness. Bro, he would, you know what? He wouldn't just be a Republican. He would be a MAGA Republican. He would be 100% on board with all this America First shit. Ask not what you can do. Wasn't that him? Ask not what you can do, what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Wasn't that John F. Kennedy? Am I stupid? Wasn't that him that said that? Yep. Oh, fuck, you think he would be America First? Or you think he would be on board with men can become women? I mean, seriously, think about where he came from, his whole culture and society of that time, the time frame he came from. You think he's on board with all this wacky shit, huh? Trump was a Democrat most of his life. But now that Democrat Party are now the Republicans. Yeah, he was a Democrat until the meaning of Democrat changed so much that it was unrecognizable. MAGA are not old school Republicans, right? MAGA is a mix of Republicans and old school Democrats, in my opinion. That's what I think. I'm not a political expert or scholar. I don't have any sort of political science degree. I'm just going off of what I see. John F. Kennedy would 1000% be a Republican, conservative, America First, MAGA agenda person today. He would. And also, I live in Texas. I've been to Dallas. I've been to the book depository building, and there is no fucking way he made that shot. He would have had to be falling out of the window by his tippy toes and fired the bullet on the way. There's no way he could make that shot. So, wouldn't that be funny if he was on Mount Rushmore? Hey, Prank, stop timing people out. Stop it, because I didn't get to see what he said because everything's going so fast and I'm trying to do my thing here. And then, like, he's timed out and then his message is deleted. Oh, it says, here we go. You're an asshole. I voted that Kennedy would be a Democrat. You knew exactly what I meant when I commented. You took the opportunity to try and gaslight a viewer. You're no better than spin. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You wouldn't say that to my face because I'd break your fucking jaw. Who the fuck are you to come into my chat and talk to me like that? Fuck you. Go watch something else forever. Why is it not playing? Come on.
Ah! Deport it!
Wait, didn't somebody tell me it was their birthday? Is it their birthday? Somebody's birthday? I thought it was somebody's birthday. Anyways, let's watch this Fetterman flipping out. This is a good one.
9:34, and the reports that nearly half of the Democrats in Congress skipped the speech last night, boycotting the State of the Union address, and there are the names on the wall.
Every single one of those people should be removed from our government today, right fucking now. And if they have to do it by force, they should do it by force. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I know that's probably not a good idea for the optics. But every single one of these fucking clowns is the problem in our country. If we just got rid of all of those people right there, now I'm not saying anything about their life ending. That's not what I'm saying, YouTube. I'm saying remove them from their position. So they have no authority. They can go fucking retire and write a book. Or they can go, like, you know, get on a program with Caitlin Collins and sit down and discuss what President Trump is doing today. They need to leave right now. They're not Americans. They're subhuman trash. They don't respect our country, our Constitution, our laws, or you. They spit in your face by publicly disavowing your president. That's bullshit, unconstitutional, fucking treason. That was quick. Jim Joe, yep. Thank you so much, Jim Joe. So, and Al Green with that sign, he should be flogged on national TV. They already think we're Nazis. They already think that we're fascists. Maybe we should be Nazis for like 3 days. How long really, how long do you think it would take if we really tried and we really had an effort to remove these people from our lives? How long do you really think the Patriots would take for them to clean up that corner themselves if there was no fear of repercussions from anyone at all? You know how long? I'm going to tell you how long. 30 minutes. Max. 30 minutes. I know I know civil war is not the answer. Violence is never the answer, right? I don't know about that. Some people only respond to a broken fucking jaw. And I always reference broken jaws because that's what my trainer Tug and some of the other wrestlers that I was friendly with, that's what they always referenced. Broken jaw helps you think twice before you start talking too much again. You know what I mean? Because that's where you talk out of the broken jaw. So breaking someone's jaw who's talking so much is symbolic. I don't respect these people. I think they're pieces of shit. I don't understand. He said that the Sri Lankan guy, I don't know his name is. He can barely even speak English, but he's in our government. The guy, he looks like he's wearing a toupee, big thick head of hair. He's a dipshit. I would vote for any of you over that guy. I don't know what his name is. Don't give a shit what his name is. He can barely even speak English at all. That guy, they should literally, you know what they should do with that guy? Mr. Eyebrows? Yeah, that guy, Nathan, exactly. You know what they should do with that guy? Where he's from, like, where is he from? Like India or some shit? He's Indian. They should put him in a C-130, which is a cargo big plane. They should strap a parachute to his back, and they should fly him over his home country and just go, phoom. That's it. Parachute. Hook it up. Sri Thanagar is my congressman. Oh my God. Barry. Jesus, dude. That guy has absolutely no business being in our government in any way. Pakistan. Are you serious? No, he needs to be taken and flown over Pakistan and just, you hook it up to a static line. Does everybody know what that is? That's the line inside the plane that goes down the center. It's like a cable. It goes like out across the, like underneath the wing, and it hooks up. You got like a little mountain climbing hook, and you hook it to that. That hooks to your parachute. When you jump out, it pulls your chute for you, so there's no malfunction, and that way all the paratroopers can go ready, jump, boom, ready, jump, boom, ready, jump, boom, and they can all go in like a formation, right? Anyways, that's what you do, so there's no bullshit. And you go, and he lands, and he's back home. He has no business. I say if you're not born, look, you should have to take a Do You Love America test, because you know what? These people wouldn't be able to lie. Do you think Jayapal or AOC or my girl Jazzy or even Ilhan Omar could sit in a room underneath a bright light and a microscope and answer the questions and lie, saying that they love America and they love the president and blah, blah? You should have to take a freedom, maybe not love a president, right? Because you have the ability, you have the right to not like the president, but you don't have the right, in my opinion, to be a member of our government and hate America. Fuck you. And you should have to take some sort of test. And if you don't pass the I Love America test, you don't get to be in our government. I feel like, honestly, if you were not born in the United States, if you have not been a naturalized or natural born citizen, you shouldn't hold any high office in our government whatsoever, period. We do not need some third world asshole like that fucking Shri guy coming over here. He can't even speak English. Jayapal is an embarrassment. You're right. He can't even speak English, this guy. At least Jayapal and AOC and Ilhan Omar, not AOC, but Ilhan Omar, at least they speak very perfect English. This guy can't even talk. And he looks like he thinks that everything he looks like he's telling. I don't know how to explain this, but when he's trying to be serious, he looks like he's telling a joke. Like his facial expressions. If you watch his speech and just mute it, you might think it's a Pakistani stand-up comedian. I don't want them in our government at all. You know, in the 80s, people in the 90s, people came here and they actually wanted to be an American. They don't like that. They don't do that. They want to come here, soak up our resources, get as much money from the government as they can, collect all the resources they can, and then go back home to their country living like a king. Because, you know, it's hard to live on $1,000 a month in the United States. You're homeless in some places. $1,000 a month? I couldn't survive on $1,000 a week. And you're saying $1,000 a month? Holy crap. My car payment's like $900 fucking dollars. I couldn't survive off. But if you go to like Indonesia or the Philippines or any of these other countries, or even like a lower end country like in Africa or the Middle East, $1,000 a month? You're a fucking king, motherfucker. You a king. I don't want it, Barry. I don't want you to get it to me. I appreciate that, but I don't want it. I don't want to know nothing about that dude because it's just going to piss me off. Clyde got that 18% interest rate. No, Tin Man, not really. I drive a Maserati. I just have an expensive car. Oh yeah, I need to get that clip, and I'll find it. I saw it earlier. It's on my history. All right.
Instead, holding several competing anti-Trump events, including one that was dubbed State of the Swamp with Robert De Niro and Mark Ruffalo and others, and several people wearing what appeared to be frog costumes.
I defy Trump and his authoritarian project by standing in.
Yeah, go Reaver, that or go Griever. That's why I'm gonna keep it till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna keep it forever. I'm trying to pay it off. I'm gonna pay it off, and then I'm gonna just keep it. Don't get excited. I know what I said, but it's an SUV. It's a Levante. It's just an SUV. It's just a black SUV. It sounds fancy. It's not. It's just an SUV. I have a mom mobile. It does have heated seats though. Nice.
Joyful, radical, peaceful resistance with the Portland Frog Brigade.
The state of our union is not strong. It is hanging by a thread.
Donald Trump, the Republicans, have made this country sicker, poorer, and less secure. Sicker, poorer, and less secure.
Donald Trump doesn't owe us a 2-hour rambling speech. He owes the American people their money back.
Well, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is one Democrat who was in the chamber for the speech last night, and he joins us this morning. And thank you for your time, Senator. Always good to see you, and thank you for sharing your insights with us. You had about half your colleagues who chose not to go. That was their choice. You chose otherwise. What do you think of the decision they made?
Well, I mean, it's just disappointing, honestly. I mean, I think that's sad that I think half of my colleagues didn't show up. I mean, that's not a judgment, but for me, it's like, so for me, that's, I think show up. You don't have to clap for everything. You don't have to agree with anything. I think we're in a different place right now where it's now people not even going to show up or doing other kinds of alternative things. So for me, that's, I think so.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think the State of the Union address has changed for good now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, now it's the constant kinds of yelling and screaming and holding up signs and for doing all these things. I don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat as a president. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Respect the office, regardless who's in that. And now for me, it's like now when half the people in my party haven't showed up, and then some of them have chosen to just yell and say and scream during all of it. I just don't think that.
Hey guys, I want to ask you a favor. I like goth chicks. I like alternative black makeup. like goth chicks, but I don't like not myself. No, not for me. I'm old and white. I can't. Actually, you know what somebody told me I look like? I don't know if this is an insult or not, right? But somebody told me I look like a retired Backstreet Boy. That's fucked up. I think it's an insult. Do I look like a retired Backstreet Boy? That's fucked up. Retired? Fuck you. What the fuck, man? Hey, do me a favor. You want to do me a favor? Can you pop over? Is Tommy still alive? Is Tommy still alive? He just messaged me. I'm doing it, bro. He's so excited. He's doing good. He's doing good. Oh wait. Yeah, he's live. Okay. Hey, could you don't leave, but could you just pop over to his chat real quick and just say hi and we love him and he's doing a great job and just give him some encouragement and like the stream and say something, say just you know what you do? Go over there and say Climatics is a handsome young man. Or go say Climatics has a very, very a tiny nose. Link. Oh, okay.
It's crazy.
That's a good idea. Hold on. That's a good idea. Link. We'll do the link. Here's Tommy's stream. Okay, wait. Let me see if I can do it here. Can I do it here? Will it go to both? Did that work? Hell yeah, that worked. Wait. It did go to Rumble? Okay, it did go to Rumble. Yeah. If you could just pop over. I mean, don't leave. I'm not trying to get rid of you. Just pop over and just say hi and tell them we love them and then tell them how handsome I am and then come back. Who's going to actually do
That's
that?
what we want. And I don't believe.
Let's see.
Got the hiccups, bro.
Oh, he's going to pee. Oh, he's going to miss it. Ah, he's going to piss. God, son of a bitch. You guys are actually doing that. That's so hilarious. Oh my God. Okay.
As a Democrat, I think dancing frogs really moves the ball for us as a party either.
On that first point here's some of the moments. You had Ilhan Omar out of Minnesota, Rashida Tlaib out of Michigan, and just watch here for our audience.
That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens, in many cases drug lords, murderers, or...
What? Hold on. Why didn't he stop the whole damn thing and have these bitches escorted out? That's exactly what I would have done. I would have had the sergeant at arms. I'm not joking. I would have had the sergeant at arms go over to that bitch and all of that whole row and tell them to stand up and kick them the fuck out. Then I would censure them. I mean, honestly, you can't really add in pistol whipping them, but God, I mean, I know violence isn't the answer, but look at their faces. Look at their faces. Do they belong in our government? They don't even belong in our country. They're anti-American subhuman garbage.
Clyde has a tiny nose or hose. Clyde doesn't have a tiny nose. We love you, Climatics. Don't talk about my dog. Don't talk about my dog. I didn't forget to flush. Don't lie. Don't lie on me like that. That's fucked up. I never forget to flush. I got a wife, I never forget to put the toilet seat down and flush the toilet. Even though I don't think we should have to put the toilet seat down every time. I got a controversial opinion. I think it should be a team effort. If I have to lift the toilet seat up every time, she should have to put it down, like half.
That's what he's talking about.
But
that's what he's talking about.
I got out of that habit as a kid. I rinsed my hand. I didn't wash it. I just rinsed it off. Same shit. But I got out of that habit as a kid real quick, leaving the toilet seat up. My mom we used to leave the toilet seat up when we were kids, and my mom would go to the bathroom.
He's got 600 people watching him. I actually have a planned out show. He's talking about pissing. And he's got 5 times more viewers than me. I tried to tell him months ago, bro, you can just turn on your camera and just talk about nothing and make money. And over 600 likes, right? I mean, I have 138 viewers. That's fine. I really appreciate all the viewers. I like it. That's a lot. That's fine. That's great. I try to tell him, like, this is why hey, somebody got to help Tommy. And I know other people are helping him in their way, like Colleen. I can't help him in the way Colleen did. And quite frankly, Colleen couldn't help Tommy in the way I am. So we all have our individual roles. You know, I want to help him in the way I can help him, right? What I have to bring to the table and what I have to offer is knowledge about how this shit works. He's monetized, he's making money. I got to be honest with you, the way he's PG-13 and all that stuff, honestly, it's because of me. It's because of him too, and Carrie and Colleen, but it's also partly because of me. I could do. Hey, look, I could do Two's talent. It might not be as successful, right? I might not be able to tap into some of the people. Like he already knows Zach X. I didn't, right? He knows all the guys out in Portland, but I could have done Town Hall Tuesday by myself. I don't want to. I wanted to do a show with my friend and to help him. You know what Town Hall Tuesday does for Tommy? It shows him how to run a broadcast, how to mute himself when he's doing something, how to do things, right? If you think it's bad that I'm helping him, oh shit, my camera went off again? What is up with my camera, dude? Hold on. I didn't know my camera went off. Wait. Stand by. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, freeze frame. Sorry about that. At least that wasn't like... yeah, no shit. I know I froze. But if you think it's... If somebody out there... I can't imagine why you would think it's bad that I want to help a friend. You know, if one person's helping the other and they're just taking advantage, then they're being used. But Tommy helps me. I help him. He gives me credibility with people I don't know. I show him how all this shit works. Yeah, Colleen. I saw that earlier. Colleen, I thought about you. I saw that. I was like, ooh, I bet you Colleen's all over that shit. So... Tommy has a lot of potential. He is my friend. Carrie is my friend. Did you know that Carrie's been watching my videos way longer than I've been streaming Portland? Like, we found out she's been watching my videos for like a year. Ed Eagle is in the fucking house. What's up, Ed Eagle? You are a great friend for helping Tommy. Thank you, man. I like to be... Hey, I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances. That wasn't supposed to sound sad. I have a lot of acquaintances. I have very few friends because I'm very particular on who I actually let into my life. Can't let Hey, look, I always said, and this is like, if you're young and you're in your 20s, which most people in my chat are not. But AI glitch, right, Ginger? But if you're younger, if you're older, you already know this, but if you're younger, I have some really good advice for you. And it's just something to think about. The wrong bar and the wrong group of people will fuck your life up no matter what you do. You got to really be careful on who you let around your children, who you let around your family, and generally who you let around your life. And I'm very, very, very picky. If you're my friend and have been inside my home while my child is also home, we're really good friends. You know what I mean? Like me and my daughter hosted Lord Prank and his son in a Magic the Gathering extravaganza. You have no idea what it takes for me to get to that sort of place with someone, right? So very few friends actual, but that's a good thing. I like it like that. You can be really good friends with 3 or 4 people, but how can you be really good friends with 100 different people? You're sort of friends with a few people. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, what I'm saying is you're sort of friends with a lot of people. I'd rather be really good friends with a small group. So, I love you too, man. So, Tommy's doing good. I don't see live, but I got friends in little places. I got friends in little places too.
All over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
That exchange obviously went to immigration and enforcement and DHS funding. I saw an email thread last night where you shook the president's hand. I believe it was on the way in, and it suggested that you were the only Democrat who did. Is that true?
I do believe that's true. And now for me, I'm not going to yell or do that. Again, regardless who the president is, I think that's been lost now here for our nation to do that. So for me, yes, I shook his hand, of course. He walked in, and I'm always going to do that for sure.
So the New York Times wrote up the following moment as a ploy. That was the way they described it. And this was probably the moment that people will remember. When asked to stand for Americans or illegal immigrants, how the president phrased it last evening, this is...
What's up, Ramsey?
So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
I'm sorry. I know some of you are patriots, and I know some of you are not going to agree with this. Every single motherfucker who's not standing up, clapping, should be escorted out and removed from their position in our government right fucking now. Period. End of story. No other country on this planet would allow this stupid shit to happen. And as long as we sit idly by and worry about everybody's fucking feelings, and then you have to fuck your feelings. We're going to lose our country because these fucking people have TDS so bad, they're willing to ship the fucking country down the fucking gutter. They're willing to destroy America because they hate one man. George fucking Washington, he would have already killed all these people. Go to YouTube and go listen. It's an audio book. Go listen to the biography of George Washington. What the guy on the $1 bill we see with a powder wig. We think he's all the first Holy motherfucker. This sumbitch was tough as shit. You know, when he was the general of the Continental Army, he was like 22 years old. Did you know that? George Washington would kill all these people. And then go have lunch.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up.
So, Senator, to you, do you consider that a ploy as you look back on that 12 hours later? And if I may, did you sit or did you stand for that moment?
Well, for me, I never checked to see what the rest of people in my party would stand up and clap for. I clapped with a lot of those things that it seemed like others. Like I stood up and I clapped to recognize the family that lost their daughter, the Ukrainian girl that was stabbed to death, in North Carolina. And I stood up and I clapped that political prisoner from Venezuela.
I do like Fetterman, but he should have known her. He should have known her name. Why didn't he know the? Why? I guess it's Fetterman. You give him a break, but he should have known her name.
How you can't celebrate those kinds of things. And now I also celebrated all the veterans that were in the audience as well too, and even more the political things like Erica Kirk. I stood up and I clapped for her as well too. Now here, can't we just be more kind to a widow? I mean, we just shouldn't be that long ago that a widow, with young children has her husband murdered. How we can't just acknowledge that as well too. Wow. Whether why people would attack her, whether the left or the right either. So I'm always going to stand up and clap for things that I agreed with like striking the Iranian, sites. Now for me, I never worry about who's standing up or clapping. If I see it, I'm going to. If I don't agree with it or whatever, I'm certainly not going to yell and scream and disrupt the whole thing.
Well, I don't mean to speak for them, but I know they appreciate that and seeing that in the chamber. Sir, last question. It is not common, but you don't always wear a hoodie. You wore a suit last night. How did that feel for a change of outfit, even if it was just for a couple hours?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's I have more hoodies than suits, but of course I'm going to show up. I'm going to respect the speech. I'm going to respect the event, and then I do think we all should, regardless. We can agree to disagree on things and respect that, and do some of the things that it's turned into, unfortunately.
Senator, thank you for your time. Hope you come back real soon. Okay, John Fetterman, the Democrat from Pennsylvania.
I'm Steve Doocy.
This is a T-Sply video. It sort of mimics the other one, but it's way more involved. I wanted to watch this one. There's a few clips that we already watched, but it's definitely not a complete copy. It's T-Sply, Cool. Hey, shout out to T-Sply. I haven't mentioned him. I've been trying to give some other people some love. I talked to him. He's just been busy. I've been busy. He's still a really good friend of mine. He's a friend of the show. If you're not following T-Sply, I don't see how you're not following T-Sply. Polly, you made it. Hi, Polly. I missed you.
Peaceful resistance with the Portland Frog Brigade.
Okay, where do I even begin? As many of you are aware, the President of the United States, President Donald Trump, just had his State of the Union address in Washington, D.C. But before that, there was something known as the State of the Swamp address. And two leaders from Oregon decided to feature the Portland Frogs, one of them being Representative Maxine Dexter, and another being Senator Ron Wyden, again of Oregon. So there's a bit of controversy behind having the...
Maxine Dexter is a piece of shit. She'll go to Portland and go to brunch with her friends and then make a video about how beautiful it is and how you should come visit. Meanwhile, hey, I have a task for you. You want to see just what it's like? Check the airfare prices from your city to fly directly into Portland. Last week I checked, it was like not even $100. Not the best travel destination right now. Don't be going to Portland on vacation, guys. Come on now. Let's be real. Hey, don't come to Houston either. What the fuck? If you love traffic and the sun and people who don't know how to fucking drive, come to Houston. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Oh, je ne sais quoi. Yeah, Houston's full, bro. Hey.
Portland Frogs attend
we got 3
the
million.
State of the Swamp.
We got 3 million people inside the Houston city limits. Inside the city, ETJ, we got 3.2 million last time I saw it. Like, Like, I used to live in Atlanta. Check it out. I lived in it. There's only you wouldn't know this place even exists as a real place unless you lived there. But I used to live in Snellville. And fun fact, I have been in like 1988 to Stone Mountain for the laser show on the Rock before technology was badass. It was so fun. Oh, if you don't know what that is, just go look up Stone Mountain, Georgia laser show. You'll want to go is what's gonna happen. You're gonna want to go. Stone Mountain's a badass place to go though, by the way. If you've never been there, it's a big rock. It's like a mile high. It's a badass vacation destination. I would totally maybe I'll take my kid there someday.
Address. Considering we have journalist Katie Davis Court, she had an issue with it. She said the frogs are not innocent, peaceful.
Yeah. You know how I know about all that and stuff? OM Fug. My mom's from Athens. That's how I know.
Resistors. One of them actively helped my assault suspect escape into an Antifa safe house near the Portland ICE facility. And that's according to Katie Davis Court, and we will watch this footage.
I'm sure
So
it did,
here's the thing. For some people, they like the Portland Frog. They view the Portland Frogs as a symbol of resistance against ICE in Portland and in Oregon. So we're going to dig into all of this, and you guys let me know how you feel about all of it. But first, make sure to please like this video. It's the #1 way you guys are helping.
Michael, do you like Chris Christie? We even had New Jersey used to be cool. We even had Chris Christie governor long ago. Now I wouldn't say don't go. I'm so confused about your comment because I think Chris Christie is a fat piece of shit. So he's a no-go for me. Fuck that guy. I'm sorry. Hey, look. I don't mean to fat shame anybody, but fat is literally... No, he's not a Republican. He's a fucking rhino. Fat is literally the only thing about yourself, really, that you can change, like, at will. You can't get taller. You can't get shorter. You can't change your eye color like that. Like, you can stop eating McDonald's 6 times a day, though. And I'm sorry. But if you can't even take care of yourself... How the fuck can I rely on you to take care of me and my family and all my friends and all the citizens? How the fuck are we supposed to look up to you for advice and to run our whatever when you can't even like take care, like run your own life? I always heard like New Jersey being like the armpit of America or the asshole of America. I've never been there, but I talked to Sparky on the phone today for like an hour. He's pissed off about, well, I wish I shouldn't talk about Sparky's dating life is not going as well as he would like for it to go. Hi, Sparky. I know he's probably watching me like, fuck, shut up, dude.
This channel, and it also helps others see the videos as well. So let's first dig into what exactly is going on here with the Portland Frogs attending this event in Washington, D.C.
Tonight, we spoke with some Oregonians who arrived in D.C. for the event this week. Well, we spoke with one of the Portland Frogs who tells us 8 of the Frog Brigade members are there in D.C. They hopped a flight. And they're going to be joined, they say, by dozens more in a counter-protest. They have plenty of frog costumes for supporters. They've become a symbol of the ongoing protests in Portland targeting the ICE facility and of the resistance movement against ICE.
Okay, so please leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about the Portland Frogs. So when it comes to the Portland Frogs, or people who wear inflatable costumes at the Portland ICE facility, you really have this divide. On one side, people see it as a joke, they think it's funny, and it's just making a mockery of the situation to show everybody what's occurring in Portland, a resistance against ICE. On the flip side, others are not seeing it as a joke. In fact, here's here's what Tricia McLaughlin said back in October. She said it's a bizarre effort to obstruct ICE law enforcement, adding that these unsightly tactics won't stop or slow us down. Basically, to Homeland Security, they could care less if you're wearing a frog costume or you're just wearing block, which is all blacked out gear like a helmet, goggles, stuff like that, or you just show up with nothing. If you're obstructing, Homeland Security doesn't categorize you in a certain category, whether in a costume or not.
They tell us they will try to hand out copies of the Constitution to members of Congress ahead of the State of the Union to remind them of their oath. And the frogs will be part of a large event Tuesday ahead of the president's speech. That event called the State of the Swamp Address.
Which is the perfect segue. Now let's jump into the State of the Swamp Address. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a baseline of what was happening here. Okay, so let's start with Maxine Dexter. Now, this is not going to be the full speech, but this is going to be a portion or a clip that is going pretty viral. So let's start with this.
I'm a mother. I'm a physician, and I have a flag. And I am the proud representative for Oregon's 3rd Congressional District. Yes, thank you, thank you. And tonight, I defy Trump.
Oh, tonight she defies Trump. This lady is a piece of shit. Hey! What?
Clip that is going pretty viral. So let's start.
What's up, bro? Are you having fun? Is it going good?
Go follow him. But I'm gonna go get food.
Oh, hey, Tommy's restreaming me for a change. How about that shit? So that's what it's like to be restreamed, huh? Hell yeah.
And his authoritarian project by standing in
Hi, Tommy.
radical, peace.
Hey, guys, I want you, seriously, I know you guys watch, all joking aside, I know he is streaming, that's awesome. Hey, guys, everybody in Tommy's chat, my chat, hi, everybody. I want you guys to give Tommy some patience. This shit is not easy, and he is doing such a good job so far. He's got the shit. He just got the laptop today, and he's already live. You can't base what you're seeing with me and Arturo and Portland Andy on like the ease of this. It's not easy to do this. It's really not. And he is doing such a good job. I'm going to give Tommy the clap. So yeah, so show Tommy some love. Just give him some patience. You know, he's gonna get it. He's already got it. He's an hour ago he couldn't find the stream key, and now he's live playing a video for you guys. Don't tell him, but he's a content creator and a streamer now. Can you believe that shit? That's incredible. Hey everybody that's coming over from Tommy's chat. I'll have to Tommy's restreaming the restream. That's hilarious. So I'll have to figure out how to teach him how to raid. Oh, he misses me already. Oh, that's awesome. He's going to get food. He'll be back later. Yeah, we love Tommy. Yeah, on YouTube. I'll teach him how to. It's called redirecting, but I'll teach him how to raid. Thank you guys for going over there. Ed Eagle, I saw you over there. Yeah, look. YouTube money is real, and there's plenty of it to go around. It doesn't affect, honestly, seriously, it doesn't affect my money level at all that Tommy just made a couple $100 super chats and had a good first stream. It's good for me. It's good for me. It's good for you too. We're all a community. We got to stop all infighting. For me, I'm not fighting with nobody. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. No way.
Peaceful resistance with the Portland Frog Brigade.
Okay, so that's what's circulating right now on the internet. If you're on X, you probably have already seen this. But yeah, leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this. Also, if you're new here, make sure to please subscribe. We've been covering Portland for a very long time, and I want to make sure you guys are kept up to date with all of the details surrounding Oregon, because they really are leading this charge as far as sanctuary policies. Let me give you guys a little snippet of what I'm talking about. The city of Portland is seriously considering Portland may may cover legal fees for workers facing Fed charges due to sanctuary policies. Basically, if you are a city worker and you're not cooperating with the feds and you're trying to follow your own state laws, Portland is coming up with a solution to possibly either give you money or give you an attorney.
Hi, everybody coming over from Tommy's chat. He's texting me right now. He's so excited. He's doing such a good job. And he really, guys, we really appreciate all your support with the Town Hall Tuesdays and everything we're trying to do. We are very powerful individually, but united we fucking stand.
To help defend yourselves. And just a side note, let me move my face here. It just so happens the Portland Frog is right here in this picture. So we'll dig into this in a second. Let's first get to the next clip of the senator. Okay, here's Senator Ron Wyden, and I do want to point out all of these people with the green hat. It looks like they're a part of the Frog Brigade.
We had a virtual town hall meeting a little bit ago, but we talked about the frogs. And boy, they are rocking this town. Let's give them a round of applause. So, the day we heard Trump was deploying troops to Portland, we rushed over to the ICE facility because based on Trump's Truth Social, we expected to just see a violent mob. But apparently one guy in a chicken costume is what Trump considers a war zone.
Yeah, so right there, you guys can leave your comments down below and let me know how you feel about this. Just to give you some context, if you have no idea what's going on, there were elderly, disabled, veterans, people living across from the Portland ICE facility that have a totally different account than what he's talking about. There have been fundraisers raised for people to please leave the area because they didn't have the money to leave. There was one woman, her name was Cloud, you've probably heard about her. She tried to sue the city of Portland for not responding to 911 calls because of loud noise complaints. She lost that case because the judge said, well, it's a sanctuary city. They don't have to respond if it's involving a protest. So there are people who live in the area who have a totally different account than what he is saying. But look, I'm just trying to give you guys both sides of the story here.
For weeks, social media was flooded with these wonderful patriots.
Sorry, I have to stop right here. I mean, they're the person who put the whole
West Side. Nah. Benner, no. I live in Katy. So like severe West Side. Like I damn near almost live like out on the outskirts. Like I live in severe West Houston.
Through the front door, smashed through the front door with a stop sign. They've just been found guilty of that, and that same person threw a rock at a federal agent, according to the...
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if like you're just a viewer or if you actually know him, but I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mike Hunt. Good Lord. You're going to get me demonetized. Mike Hunt is his name, YouTube algorithm.
Courts. He's been found guilty, which is why there's always been such a divide and pushback on both sides, is that you have cases of violence that are very extreme, and then you have other cases where protesters and politicians are saying none of this has ever happened. We're peaceful. So there's always been this contention back and forth, and I will talk about how the Trump administration has been dealing with this. It seems like they're just sort of backing away and allowing for this to happen, and if Portland wants help...
Oh no, I went to high school in Sugar Land. I'm from the hood. You don't understand. I told you Thug Nasty is my gangster name. I used to block bleed and everything. You don't even know what that is, some of you. Polly has no idea what block bleeding means, guys. I used to throw down, you don't know. I used to listen to UGK and ESG. You probably even know what that means. I used to listen to all South Park Mexican, all kinds of gangster, like Easy-E and all that. I know you know who that is. I'm from the mean streets of Sugar Land.
Then they will give them help.
of unicyclers, naked bike riders, the guy in the chicken suit, and a whole lot of frogs.
See, hold on. That's the point of the frogs in the chicken suit. So fucking clown, I'm gonna be real quick. So clowns like this can go in front of the media, in front of a stage of people and go, look guys, they're just having a good time. It's just a bunch of frogs and a chicken, and that's a war zone. It's a way to gaslight everybody into thinking that the problem and the idea of National Guard being needed is only in the MAGA brain only, and we're crazy for even thinking that, because it's just a bunch of frogs and it's just a bunch of lighthearted fun, guys. Why are you so mad? Meanwhile, 7 hours later, the city's burning to the fucking ground, and the frogs are dancing right in the middle of it. Look, guys, the frogs. What's up, D6? The frogs are an act of subterfuge. I am. Did you ever wrestle Flying Fred Curry? I don't know who that is, so no. There's a lot of wrestlers, guys. You would be surprised. There's wrestling every single weekend in your city. You probably don't even know about it. It's at the VFW hall. It's at the American Legion hall. It's at the high school gym. It's at the bar. You'd be surprised. I've wrestled everywhere. I wrestled at Comic-Con. I wrestled in the parking lot of a strip club. I wrestled in a high school gym, a middle school gym. I wrestled everywhere. I wrestled in the middle of a fucking field, a parking lot, the front of Jack in the Box. I wrestled everywhere. You'd be surprised. There's wrestling. They have midget wrestling in my city all the time. You'd be surprised, seriously. Ask D6. He knows that I'm right. There's wrestling. If you want to watch wrestling locally, all you got to do is search for it in your city and you'll find it. And guess what? You can sit front row and the tickets are $10. If they're not $10, they should be $10, okay?
To be found, friends, when Donald Trump sent his agents to the street of Portland.
Did you wrestle at the playground that time? Yes, D6. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. What did I not see? Did I miss something, Prank? Sorry. D6, do you remember? I know you were there because I remember your son being there. Do you remember wrestling on the baseball field when it was raining? Oh, Clyde, did you know AJ Styles was selected for the WWE Hall of Fame? I did not know that. I did. Tony P, did you know that not the... Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I did do that show. D6, yep. That was trash. Because we didn't have lights and then the sun went down? Yeah, I remember. Okay, so fun fact. I remember waiting for my match at a show called Coastal Mania at the Galveston Big Convention Center. There was like 5,000 people in the crowd. There was a lot of names there. Mick Foley was on the card, all kinds of other names. And I was standing there waiting for my match at the gorilla position, which is the place right behind the curtain before you walk out. And I'm standing there and I'm holding my Israeli flag because I was doing the Jewish, so I have my Israeli flag and I'm standing there and I'm just waiting. My match is in a couple matches. I'm just hanging out. And I hear this voice say, "Could you please move your fucking flag out of my face?" And I'm looking around and I don't see nobody. And then I look down. And there he was, staring at me. AJ fucking Styles. Your flag keeps hitting me in the face, and I'm about to take it from you. Okay, sorry. What the fuck just happened? And then the promoter, not D6, but a different promoter, D6 is a grade A promoter. The promoter I'm about to speak of, he's sort of a grade D maybe D plus promoter. Okay, so not the same kind of guy. This guy, booked an AJ Styles badass 5-star match to go on right before me. Now, I know you've seen my wrestling clips and you've seen me in the ring a little bit. I'm not AJ fucking Styles. We completely changed our entire match, threw out all the rules, made it no DQ, had a schmoz. We started the match on the outside. We used weapons. We had like 5 different interferences in our match. What the fuck am I supposed to go do? Out wrestle AJ Styles? Like have a better wrestling match than him? Nope. We didn't do it nude. We just used weapons. Yeah, we did. And I won both titles for both companies. It was like a co-company show, and I left with both belts. We didn't know you wrestled Clyde. That's funny as hell. That's hilarious.
Portland, we took on authoritarianism because we had the frogs and we won.
Okay, so again, please leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this. Regardless of what side you're on, I'm always trying to do my best to be as fair as possible and represent both sides here. For example, Katie Davis Court posted, "The frogs are not innocent, peaceful resistors. One of them actively helped my assault suspect escape into the Antifa safe house near the Portland ICE facility." Now again, this is according to her. Let's go ahead and watch this footage and see what this is all about. Again, I try to be as fair as possible, report on both sides, but when it comes to the frog story, I'm just trying to show you guys, not everybody talks as favorably about them as far as this peaceful resistance or movement. Check this out.
These closets clears over here. Hey, just come out the closet. It's 2025. You don't gotta be a closet.
There's an officer coming. There's an officer.
Yeah, they're trying to stay. Officers? Why is she harassing a freaking minor? Do your job.
So keep in mind, this is when Katie Davis Court got hit in the eye with a flagpole. I think many of you are remembering this. And then she had that big bruise. So this is that same night it just happened. And Katie Davis Court is trying to figure out who did that.
Stop being a fucking you grow some balls and stop being a snowflake. Yeah, you're fucking assaulting me, dumb. Back up, you decrepit Barbie.
You're David. Yes, nice to meet you. I just got assaulted really bad.
I just thought about the video.
And that's the Antifa safe house.
What? Katie, you're stalking children. That's weird.
That's dude.
Yeah, so again, please leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this. Again, this is according to Katie Davis Court. This was her experience as far as referencing a Portland frog. Okay, so this is what I was talking about as far as the Trump administration really backing off or not getting involved with the protesting and the clashing, especially when it comes to Portland or Eugene, Oregon, where we saw some of these clashes recently. Here's what President Trump said not too long ago on Truth Social. He said, "I have instructed Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem that under no circumstances are we going to participate in various poorly run Democrat cities with regard to their protest and or riots unless and until they ask us for help." And speaking of a riot, 3 individuals have been elevated to the status of FBI's most wanted. On January 30th, there was a riot, according to the FBI. The Trump administration was not happy about this. In fact, that Truth Social post talked about this, and this is where it looks like the Trump administration said, we're done. We're not going to deal with these riots and protests. But again, 3 people involved with this riot, they've been elevated to this FBI's most wanted list. And the FBI is offering a $5,000 reward for information in regards to these people. Okay, now moving forward, I really want to talk about this. And although on the surface...
Not sure. He was live earlier. He might... I don't know. He got a new laptop today. His laptop is faster than my computer. A little bit. About that much. But he might stay home and be playing with that. He was live earlier. He might be going live again. I don't know. He's really motivated to figure out all the content creation stuff. It's not easy. People who have tried to do it, Polly's finding out real quick. She found out almost immediately. This is not. You get a computer, you turn on your camera, and YouTube sends you 10 grand. It doesn't work that way.
This might sound like a boring story. To me, this is actually a big deal when you understand how sanctuary policies work. Because if it works for one state, we tend to see it start to happen in other states, such as this. Again, Portland may cover legal fees for workers facing Fed charges due to sanctuary policies. Portland leaders are considering covering legal representation for city workers who face penalties due to complying with state and local immigration law while performing their regular duties. On Monday afternoon, the Portland City Council's Finance Committee advanced a policy to defend or provide attorney fees for employees involved in certain criminal or civil.
Are you serious? 1,000%. Every time you do it, you're going to get better. Every time, Tommy, the most important aspect of being a content creator, no matter what genre, it doesn't matter if you're comedy, drama, if you do real court case files, if you do real crime or true crime stuff, cooking, quilting, it doesn't matter what you do. Consistency. That's why I set myself to a schedule. So I have to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Then I added Tuesday. That's a full-time load. That's 5 days a week. You have to be consistent because you don't have to be consistent for you or your audience. You have to be consistent for the fucking algorithm. Somebody who produces one video a month is not going to be pushed out for everyone to see.
Proceedings, namely those stemming from the federal level. So here's where things get interesting. The proposal from District 4 Councilor and Finance Committee Chair Eric Zimmerman notes that both Portland and the state of Oregon are sanctuary jurisdictions, meaning their employees are restricted from assisting with federal immigration enforcement actions. But the chief sponsor, who referred to the ordinance as one of the more strange and uncomfortable policies on the table, argued the sanctuary statuses have not stopped threats from U.S. leaders. And I know what some of you are thinking. We have something called the superseding law. This is the state of Oregon, and we have the federal government. Oregon, they're calling themselves a sanctuary state, but on the federal level, there is no such thing. I don't know if you guys knew that, but again, on the federal level, there is no such thing in which classifies a state as a sanctuary state. Basically, you get this classification if it's a self-proclamation that the state of California says, we are a sanctuary state, or it's a buildup of policies in which are sanctuary. So to the Trump administration, they would refer to certain states as sanctuary, but then certain jurisdictions as sanctuary as well. For example, the state of New York is not a sanctuary state, but there are sanctuary jurisdictions which have been pointed out by the Trump administration, which is what makes this all very confusing and probably why...
That's why I'm trying to pay it off, Tony. As I like every extra dollar that I make goes right to my car. I want to pay it off really bad. Consistency equals success. That's in any business. Yes, Sissy Bug, you're right. But especially in YouTube, it's not so much for your motivation or your types of videos or your content levels. The algorithm pushes regular uploads. The YouTube algorithm is way smarter than you might give it credit for. And it knows and it recognizes that you're producing content every single day. So it wants to help you. The YouTube algorithm wants to help you and push out your videos. You just have to tell it to. And that is really fucking hard to figure out. It really, I'm not joking, it really is.
Some city councilors might be pushing back or might be questioning whether or not this is worth it. Because no matter what, let's say we have to provide you with the attorney fees, you might still lose the case because this is not going to stop the Trump administration, the federal government, from continuing what they're calling these threats or actions. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you feel about all of this.
Hey, shout out to my friend T-Sply. He's closing in on 600,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed to T-Sply, you should be. He gives objective, fact-based information, but make no mistake about it, he is a patriot. He's got 587,000 subs. He's a good friend of mine. I don't know D6. I don't know if you know who this is, but this guy, his name is T-Sply. Here it is right here, T-Sply. He's a friend of the show. He actually might be watching this right now. Hi, Marcus. So he's a friend of the show. He's a really good guy. Really good guy. He doesn't get involved in any of the drama, but he makes fantastic, and he makes like 5-6 videos every single day. T-Splice can Barry, that's never gonna happen. T-Sply has a deal with YouTube, and I inquired about that a long time ago, and it's a no. It's not that he doesn't want to, he literally cannot. I'd love to have him on, but yeah, no. So okay, we like to jump around here and watch a few different things every once in a while. It's good to mix it up and break up the monotony. I don't want to stick to just State of the Union backlash, but so this is James Klug. If you're unfamiliar with James Klug, he's also a patriot. He's not a friend of the show yet, but I'm going to reach out to him for an interview and see if I can hook that up. He's got 633,000 subs. He's pretty popular. I mean, this video, see, 6 hours ago, and it has 19,000 views. That's crazy. Donald Trump's presidency could end early, but will it? Let's watch this. It's kind of like it's sort of like Adam Francisco, you see? It's sort of like what he does. He goes out, and Adam Francisco is another patriot out in Florida. You should check out. He live streams IRL outside. He's got a incurable disease. I think he just had some sort of like operation, maybe like a liver transplant or some shit. He had some sort of crazy shit going on. He's got some really bad medical issues, and he still goes out all the time. So check him out, Adam Francisco. But this is James Klug. So this guy is he's sort of like a Nick Shirley, where he doesn't really get mad. He doesn't kidney transplant. There you go. He doesn't really get mad or show his side. Generally, he lets the other person dig their hole. And honestly, I think Tommy and the Patriots in Portland, guys, if you're watching Shane, the other Shane, any of Josh, any of you guys that are watching right now, I have some advice that you didn't ask for. Stop interrupting them. When they start talking about their wacky shit, shut up and let them finish. They're going to dig a hole. It's way more impactful that they bury themselves than you bury them. Way more impactful. Just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, but I think that you should talk less out there and let them talk more. Because if you think about it, the kidney from a subscriber, such a great story. Are you serious? I did not know that. That's badass. Holy shit. That's badass. I did not know it was from a subscriber. That is so awesome. Champagne, hi, how are you? That's amazing. Holy crap. Thanks for telling me that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with all this, but I don't care. Like, don't be so quick, Prank, to get rid of the comment. You're getting, like, you're timing the guy out before I have a chance to see it. Like, don't time anybody. Here, hey, mods, new rule. Don't time anybody out or delete anything until I say so. I don't mean it to be like that. Sorry, but I'm actually giving you less things to do. Like, I don't need you to really mod. Just, I mean, if somebody comes in and drops the N word, yeah, okay, get rid of it. But if somebody's talking shit, I got to be able to see them. I got to know what they say. It'll drive me crazy if I don't, you know? Yeah. Hey, we're a good community of friends and we help each other out. Go subscribe to Polybius. Go subscribe to D6's channel. You know, we're all friends. The YouTube algorithm is real money and there's lots of it, guys. Personally, I enjoy shoveling dirt on my victims. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tony P, we would be a dangerous duo out in that street, man. We would fuck people up. Oh my God. You know, even though I'm Jewish at Eagle, this doesn't bother me at all. I recognize that I live in a Judeo-Christian nation, mostly Christian. I respect it. You know, D6 knows because he was the owner of the wrestling company, one of the many NWA brands that I wrestled for. He was the owner of NWA Houston, actually, and so he knows firsthand that even though I did a character of a religious type and I was a bad guy, I never, not one time in my not one time in my entire career said anything bad about Christianity or anything like that. I might have said something bad about the fucking stupid ass fans or the ring announcer or even the owner of the company. But I would never ever dog your religion. Actually, to kind of dox myself a tiny bit, my mom is Southern Baptist and my dad is a Jew. So I became Jewish a very, very long time ago. Decades. So, but I'm very comfortable recognizing, actually co-owner of the entire NWA, but solely NWA Houston. Right. Sorry about that though. Sorry I screwed up your lore. But yeah, no, it's you have to be comfortable in this country. Like hey guys, look, I have a kid, right? You know that? You think I'm going to deny my kid Christmas? No, I got a Christmas tree. I do. I got a Christmas tree. I put it up. I don't sing Christmas carols. You know, I don't. But we celebrate it. We celebrate Hanukkah too. We do. Explain that. I need some context. Sorry, Santa. I need some context to what you mean because your name says Polish and you being called Polish and then calling me a bad Jew makes me nervous.
No. Trump. People call it unfettered mass migration.
There's your liberal side.
I don't get it. Like, I have friends that support him, you know, women that support him, Latina women that support him.
If he is removed as president, why do you think he would be removed? For what?
Even though, so Polish, BB is Polish. So even though I'm Jewish, I have absolutely no ties to Israel. I mean, I guess I have a couple distant relatives that I've never met that live there. I've never been to Israel. I'm never gonna go to Israel. And I'm if the United States and Israel went to war, I'm fighting for America. I thought about I have a you call it a sleeve, you call it a sock, but my right leg is completely tattooed from my kneecap all the way down to my foot, all the way around. I thought about putting an American flag from my shoulder down to my wrist, all the way around my whole arm. I never, not one time, thought about getting an Israeli flag this tiny on me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm an American first. My religion has absolutely no ties to Israel. I'm not Israeli. My ancestors are not from Israel. I'm actually, fun fact, D6, all those years I thought I was a Russian Jew. Remember I told you? And I thought I was like from like southern Ukraine area. Whoops. I did the 23andMe bullshit where you send off like a swab to the FBI and the Secret Service have your DNA, right? So I sent that off, and I'm Lithuanian. What? Whatever. Hey, it wasn't really popular to be Russian anyway, so I'll take part Lithuanian, part Latvian. I'm an Ashkenazi Jew. 52%. Did you know that Latvia, per capita, has more models and attractive people than any place on planet Earth? Did you know that? Now you do.
For a lot of stuff, probably. I don't know.
Anything specific or?
Nah, nothing specific.
Maybe it's wishful thinking from, I guess, Democrats here.
They're sheep.
What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. Will Donald Trump be out as president before the end of his term? Crazy enough, prediction markets are showing over a 40% chance of this happening. So what do people think about this? Today we're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people. Do you think that Donald Trump will be out as president before his term ends?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
He's not going to give up.
God willing. Fingers crossed, but I doubt it.
I hope so.
You hope so?
I think he will, probably.
You think he'll be out as president? You think he'll be removed?
It's pretty tough.
Thank you.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I hope he is.
I feel like they might impeach him, but then probably nothing happens after that.
Okay, so impeachment, not removal.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think the guy's absolutely killing it. Honestly, how could possibly that even be a question?
No.
No.
He's got too many followings, including me.
I don't think he'll be out. Honestly, I just don't. I think he's going to run his course.
What happened to me, Clyde? Got dropped on my head like 500 times. I got hit in the face with a crowbar. Yeah. I got a cowbell broken over my forehead one time. Is that what you mean? What's wrong with my brain? Yeah, I'm unfunctional. I can't believe I can make all this shit work, actually.
So you think no chance of being impeached and removed, no chance of stepping down or anything. You think he's going to see it through?
I think the dude's absolutely freaking killing. It's like wondering if the Super Bowl champion is going to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already winning.
You feel confident about it?
Oh, I mean, every American is better off for the fact he's in office, for sure.
Why do you think yes?
I just want him out.
Okay.
So I got to say yes.
Okay.
Gotta think positively.
A little bit of wishful, we're hoping so.
Yes.
Okay, I think he's going to get crushed in the midterms. Okay. And then I think finally, hopefully, the Senate will come to their senses and both impeach and convict him.
Yeah. Remove him from office.
Exactly.
Okay. And then why do you think so?
Where do I begin? Let's see, Epstein, human rights. Epstein, human rights, just personal misconduct. I can go on and on.
Okay. I think it's going to get impeached again, and the Senate will still not vote for a full
No removal is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you said maybe. Why do you say maybe?
He has to get more crazy than probably.
More crazy. If he is removed as president, why do you think he would be removed? For what?
For a lot of stuff, probably. I don't know. I think it's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
For sure. Anything specific or?
Nah, nothing specific, but I've been hearing a lot of stuff about him.
I just don't think he's a very good president, and I think he's a pedophile, and I don't think he should have been able to run in the first place.
All opinions. Everything she just said is a fucking opinion. Fucking retarded moron. This girl is absolutely brain dead. She has her IQ is like 23.
Given the fact that he's a felon.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, this is a big point that we'll hear a lot of times from folks on the left is he's a pedophile. With the Epstein files, all this stuff. Obviously, this is front and center in everyone's social media feed, news feed. Why do you say he's a pedophile?
I think.
Like, do you think
Danny Rebel in the house. What's up, Danny? Sorry I didn't see you, man. Klug is great. Danny, I hope you're doing great, bro. Hope you're doing great. Hey, everybody say hi to Danny Rebel.
think there's hard evidence of this or no? What are your thoughts?
I think you can. I think you can deduce that based on how much time he spent with Epstein.
Okay.
And he's been photographed very frequently with him, so yeah.
Do you think that everybody in that situation, he had obviously a wide social kind of network, Epstein, same with Trump actually. Do you think that everybody that was photoed with him or hanging around him was a pedophile as well?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, obviously he was like a really rich, powerful person, and he went to a lot of social events, and so people took pictures with him, and that's not incriminating on its own.
Okay, right on. The reason why I'm asking this question, and you know, let me know if your dog would like to answer as well. When it comes to Kalshi, oh, it's a little chicken snacker over there. Okay.
He found a liberal.
No. The reason I'm asking this question is because Kalshi, the prediction market, it's kind of an interesting thing, shockingly.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Kalshi's showing a 46% chance.
Oh, hey everybody, look who it is. It's our friend. Hello, Mr. Canada. Good evening, Joe. It's never gonna fucking get old.
That Donald Trump is out as president before the end of his term. Why do you think it's such a high percentage on the prediction market?
Because of the Epstein files.
You think because of the Epstein files?
Uh-huh.
Recent Epstein files have come out, man. I think a lot of things that have been going on, a lot of conspiracy theories that have been being put out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably some of the things that's happened, right? Where he's been convicted of a few things, but...
Okay. Does that surprise you or no? A prediction market showing that?
It makes me hopeful, actually. Yeah. Because I mean, I kept waiting. Like, when are people jumping on board with this? Because, I mean, I just kept thinking, what will it take? Like, I thought January 6th was enough. I'm like, really, folks? Like, I don't get it. Like, I have friends that support him, you know, women that support him, Latina women that support him.
All right, I would love to know what you guys think. Do you think that...
Hope you feel better, Colleen. You need like a bubble bath and like a nap and to be left alone. That's what I would give you if I was around you. I'd pour you a glass of wine, give you a bubble bath, and then leave. That's exactly what I would do.
Donald Trump will be out before the end of his term. I think over 40% on Kalshi is absolutely insane. 100% disagree. Now, I don't think it's impossible. I think that Donald Trump has a lot of enemies, but over 40%, absolutely not. Now, Kalshi is the only place to trade on these kinds of events legally in all 50 states. That is a big deal. Get $10 when you sign up using my code. Visit.
Joe, stop trying to touch all my viewers.
Kalshi.com/Klug. That is Kalshi.com/Klug. Get a free $10 credit when you trade $100. That is Kalshi.com/Klug. Let them know that I sent you. I will put a link down in the description below. All right, let's get back into it. There's a 46% chance here that he's out as president before.
People's opinion who don't know what's going on. That's just people's opinion that are not really very well educated to what the whole picture is.
Does it shock you that a prediction market is that high? Even?
No, because 47% of the Americans are always going to vote the same way anyway.
So they're just saying, you know what, this is just gonna, maybe it's wishful thinking from, I guess, Democrats here.
They're sheep. It's wishful thinking.
I think people bet on what they want.
Okay. Wishful thinking.
40-some-odd% of Americans probably hope he doesn't.
Yeah, right.
So they would say, yeah, he probably won't make it.
I think 44% of the people in the United States are just oblivious to the truth.
I don't know. I think our democracy had a good run. It's sad to say, but I love this country. I'm a dual citizen. I was born and raised in California.
Does she think that the United States is a democracy? Joe, did you know, Joe, that the United States is not a democracy? Did you know that? It should not be a democracy, Joe, because you know what that would mean, Joe? Under a democracy, that would mean that if the majority voted to bring back slavery, we would. It's a constitutional republic, Joe. That's not the same thing as a democracy. Democracy is not good. You don't want to be in a democracy. I pledge allegiance. I can prove it. Here, I can prove the United States is not a democracy. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Fucking not one goddamn word about democracy. The word democracy, correct me if I'm wrong, but the word democracy is not in the Constitution at all, right? Isn't that, wait, fact check me real quick. Isn't that pretty accurate? It's not in there at all? It's a constitutional republic. Like that, there's a huge difference. You like democracy, and that's fine, Joe, because you live in Canada. You don't even know what the fuck y'all are doing at all. Like y'all, you barely have a country, Joe. And I've said this before to you, Joe, and I want to say it for all the new people who might just be joining us for the first time. And I mean this. I really fucking mean this. And this is my opinion, and it's a hot take. And hey, guess what? You may not agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that doesn't mean you have to leave. It's fine. If you agree with everything that I say, we should just go ahead and get married. And it's fucking weird that you agree with everything. You ought to disagree with something I say. But Canada exists as a country right now in 2026 because the United States of America allows it to. We are the only reason, Joe, that Canada right now is not an Islamic state. You have been taken the fuck over. Same thing with England, but I mean, we don't really have any sway across the pond, but right next door to us, your geographical location to the greatest country on earth protects you. The same with Mexico. Mexico's a piece of shit. You notice how it's never been invaded or taken over by anything but like cartels from within, right? There's a reason. You want to know the reason, Joe? People like me. You have a country because of people like me, because of people like Polly, because of people like Tommy, because of people like all the Shanes and all the Nicks and Cam Higbee and Nick Sorter and JD DeLay and all the people, T-Sply, all the people, all the American Patriots, Zach X, we got Josh, Danny Rebel, all of them. You exist because we allow you to, Joe. Don't ever forget that. And hey, Joe, I actually like you. I think that every once in a while, you get on the right side of things and you agree with us. The only thing you need to realize, Joe, is from Canada, from your perspective, you have the ability that the liberal Democrats of America do not possess, will not possess, won't even try to possess. You can look at everything objectively, Joe, because I've seen you do it. Now, some things you say are wacky and shit, and I don't agree with your weirdo statements, and I think that they're moronic. But every once in a while, Joe, you go, you know what? I can get on board with that. Like Charlie Kirk. You've never said anything negative about him. In fact, you've said that you're on our side with Charlie Kirk. What you don't realize, Joe, is that the Democrats, liberal Democrats in America, do not have the ability to agree with us on any issues. They don't agree with us on anything because in their world, if you agree with one thing, you agree with Donald Trump on every single thing and you're a Nazi. That's it. They hate Trump so much, they can't even stand for a little girl who almost got murdered. What a rotten group of subhuman garbage. They better be lucky I'm not the president, because I would have had that entire fucking row, if not the entire section, removed forcibly. I would have fucking maced them right in the goddamn chamber. I understand that's extreme, but they're anti-American. They're all fucking assholes. They're all clowns. And they're all treasonous bastards who want... I swear to you, I am absolutely convinced if another September 11th type attack happened tomorrow, that all those fucking people would cheer. Lynn Keene, thank you so much for joining. We have a private Discord. Somebody will get you the link if you want it. No pressure. I know some people don't do Discord, and that's fine. Yeah, removed just like Al Green. So Jared McCoy, what's up, bro? Fun fact, I live in Al Green's district, and before he got redistricted out because he lost his district, they redid Houston. I was actually looking into seriously running against him. I'm old. I'm 47. I've been living in Houston since 1989. it would be such a bad debate between me and Al Green. I might not make it home that night because he would have his people come try to kill me. That's how bad it would be. Because when I show up, I'm going to bring him a gift, and it's going to be a DVD of the Planet of the Apes. Fuck him. How are they going to pick the one guy who does actually look like a fucking gorilla to hold up that sign? How are they going to... Am I the only person who noticed that he actually does look like...
Lived in Canada, so I've seen both sides of the coin, and I just sadly, I'm not happy with our freedoms being taken away. I could get in trouble for saying I don't like him and that I think he's doing things that are wrong and he's hurting people.
Wow, D6, you're so... Oh my God, he looks like the caveman guy from the car insurance commercial or whatever the fuck it is. He looks like a black version of that guy. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of this shit, guys. I don't care. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Jared McCoy, I can't run like I used to run. I got bad knees because, the reason I have bad knees? Not what you think, dirty bastards. Not that. Ugh. I got bad knees because my finisher was a pedigree, and I've given my finisher D6. What do you think, about 1,000 fucking times? How many people did I hit with the damn finisher? How many times did I crash onto my knees? My knees are fucked up. So, oh no, I had knee pads on. You ever been inside the wrestling? Hey. D6, help me on this one. Wrestling ring is not a fucking trampoline. I guarantee you, any of you, and it's not because you're not tough. It's not. It's because it's like you have to get used to it, like working out. Every single one of you, one day, 3 hours of wrestling training, and you won't be able to move for 1 week. I don't care. I don't care what you think about that. Guys from the NFL who went to the NFL training, they went to the WCW power plant to go be wrestlers, and they were like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. Yeah, y'all have... seriously, people have... You're still going to feel a bump. Yeah, that's right. You guys have... unless you have actually been in a ring and hit the row... Actually... That ring in particular was hard. Yeah. You know what's worse, D6, is the Lucha Libre rings. I ran the ropes. I worked out at Tugs Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, shit, guys. Hey, fun fact that you probably would never even think about as a wrestling fan. The ring ropes are elevator cables tied with come-alongs and turnbuckles to be tight as fuck. The ring ropes hurt about 10 times more than hitting the mat and getting body slammed and all that kind of crap. I'd rather take a power bomb off the top rope. The ring ropes, trash. Mexican wrestling rings. You know what they call the Mexican wrestling rings? Mucho concreto. Even if you don't speak Spanish, I bet you can figure out what the fuck that means. Mucho concreto. You might as well take a bump on the outside. Yeah, I've been suplexed on the concrete floor through tables, into cages, cowbells, fucking crowbars. The fuck, I was somebody hit me with a bicycle chain. The fuck else did I hit with? Like about 1,000 cookie sheets and trays and all dumb shit. Oh, a kitchen. In my intro video, I drop kick a refrigerator door into somebody. What does this mean? Bro is doing real fascism. Hour up in here. I don't know. I don't know. If you could write that again in a complete sentence. Oh, Kat's back on Gutfield. I didn't know she left.
You don't have a right to stand on the corner and say, I don't like what you're doing. You could get shot in the head. That's where do we live right now?
I want your response to the people that are more liberal that I'll be talking to. They're saying, oh, well, most of them are saying maybe he'll see it through, but they hope he's gone because he's just doing such a bad job. What would your response to them be?
Well, I don't know. When you take an out of control border down to what it should be, when you take an economy back to what it should be, when you take essentially a society back to the values it should hold, I don't get what the problem is. I just think that the media has done an amazing job of telling the story in such a negative way about him that, it isn't. I understand why people don't like him, but I'll take my liberal brother and I'll talk to him about all these issues you and I just talked about. And in the end, he goes, I agree with every one of his policies. I just don't like Trump.
Doesn't like the personality.
Yeah, and it doesn't like the personality. And this isn't a personality contest, is it? The real truth is I can sit down with a conservative, or even sometimes rarely a conservative.
I actually agree with this, Joe. Honestly. I actually agree with this. But they're convincing the liberals that what they're doing is patriotism. Yeah. And D6 says, Cly, was it you that took the chop from Jim Pruitt? Fuck yeah. Not only that, but he grabbed my nipples in front of 1,000 people and twisted them. And guess what? Jim Pruitt didn't know that shit was supposed to be fake. He grabbed my tits and twisted the fuck out. I almost decked him. That shit fucking hurt, yo. Jim Pruitt, guys, was a radio talk show kind of radio host in Houston. He ran a place called Rock 101 KLOL. He was like a radio disc jockey. He was very, very famous in our city. I was very pleased and honored to be the only person, I think, to ever have a physical altercation with him during the ring. I beat him up I got to the show one time, right? And Jim was a friend of the show. He loved wrestling. He's passed away. God rest his soul. I love that man. He was such a good friend of mine. D6, we did dealings at his gun store that you don't know about outside of wrestling. I used to hang out with him all the time. Rock 101 KLOL, Carlino, Stevens, and Pruitt. I beat up Jim Pruitt in the wrestling ring. We had a whole program. He was a really good friend of mine. I love that guy. And you know what? I gotta be honest with you. Those of you who do know who I'm talking about, it was badass being his friend. It was cool as fuck. I'm still friends with his son and his wife. Very wonderful people. really well. Shout out to Eric Pruitt.
Conservative liberal, and you can sit and have a conversation like you and I are having,
Yes.
right, easily. And I don't think I know any conservative side that doesn't have the ability to just discuss things. Whereas when you get over to the left, especially the far left, it's violent.
When it comes down to it, how would you like to see him out? Removed?
Anyway.
What are your thoughts? How would you like to see him removed as president?
Is it multiple choice?
It's multiple. It's yeah.
Agreed.
Your thoughts?
Give us some choices. I haven't really thought about how, but I just wanted to be.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess impeachment and.
Yeah, he's dead. I would be able to in 5 seconds. I would. He would have absolutely said yes. But he's dead.
Removal, stepping down. I guess there's probably a smaller possibility and a little bit more on the darker side of potential assassination.
And I was so fucking honored. Absolutely so honored. Oh, his son. I'll tell you about that later, Prank. I have to talk to you about that offline. But he was such a good guy. He was so amazing. It was so cool to be his friend. And he loved wrestling. He loved the business. And for some reason, he really fucking liked me. He loved fucking with me. You think you guys fuck with me? No, not like the wrestling people did. Jim, he had a gun store. He used to sell guns. And I walked into his gun store one day and he started screaming Jew. And there was customers in there and they were like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, Jew. I was like, oh shit. What's that? There was a tag team. He was in the corner of called the Crusaders, Pop and Lock. And yeah, I was tagging with Jack. Right. That's right. D6. Yep. That's right. That's exactly what it is. And yeah, I got to the show and Tug was like, hey, come here. He's like, come here. Hey, Jew. Say, you're going to beat up Jim Pruitt tonight. Huh? Come again? What the fuck did you just say? What? Joe, I was thinking about doing a couple wrestling only videos, maybe playing some of my matches, doing commentary on my matches. Actually, what I was thinking about is I could actually tap into a few of my old opponents and me and the guy I'm wrestling maybe could watch the match together. I was thinking about that.
On him, which it's happened. There's been a few of those before.
I prefer he dies of natural causes, I guess. Yeah.
Well, okay, really quick. When it comes down to that, next up in line is JD Vance. Would he do a better job?
No, I don't want him.
No, but
okay, but do you want Trump out so bad that you want JD to be there instead?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
And you guys, what has he done that's so bad that you want a just full-on removal and or want him to die of natural causes, ma'am? What do you think?
What a piece of shit.
This is arrogance. Is his old
arrogance, so die of natural causes?
Yes.
What would you like to see him out as president? Like, how would you like to see them go about that?
I don't know. How would they be able to get him out then? I wouldn't know how.
I don't know. Nobody can stop him. It seems like it.
I think they've been trying to lock his ass up for a long time, and they never succeeded in the past. Why would they do it now?
Lock him up. He's dodging bullets. There's all these things going on. You think he's going to make it through?
I think he is.
Right. Do you think that removing him from office is the Democratic thing to do?
Yes, if it's done through the democratic process based on the Constitution through Congress. So if they, for example, I was born, coincidentally my birthday was the day that Nixon resigned. And he was going to, the reason he was forced to resign was because the Senate came to their senses and decided to, say, hey, we're going to convict you if you don't resign. But he'll never resign because he's Trump. But if that process happens, which is the way I feel it should happen because that's the proper channel, and obviously we have a precedent of our country came together.
I found it. D6, check this out. I found it. Check this out. Carla, anybody who knows who Jim Pruitt is, check this out. You're going to love this shit.
When Ford took office in 1974,
right.
I feel like if that can actually happen and the Senate, it's all about the Congress and the Senate coming to their senses and actually doing the right thing, If that actually happens, then I feel like we have a chance.
Do you think that he was the duly elected president? Do you think that would go against democracy to have like Congress just say, nope, you're gone? Or would you support that? Do you think that's pro-democracy?
I think it's definitely pro-democracy. If people are saying, look, you got a shot, it's clearly not working out, you're not working in our best interest, you're just working on lining your pockets, and everybody else is in your family and all your buddies, you know, the richer.
A little stiff? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? I thought he was going to rip my tit off.
Getting richer. The rest of us are like, oh, whoops, I don't have health care. I don't have a choice in how our democratic system works. The court systems aren't working. Our children aren't being protected. It's the little guys. It's people like me and you who are screwed.
And we were talking to a lot of Democrats today that are in full support of just removing him from office. In your opinion, does that seem kind of like the pro-democracy position, or no?
No.
It's on video, Polly. I have to find the video. It's not on my channels. It's on somebody else. I don't remember. I think it's on the Crusaders. I have to look for it. I don't know where it's at. It's on video though, because I've seen it before. I'll have to get the video.
No, he was voted in. I don't think he's done like an impeachable
offense.
Not that I know of at this point. But for people who don't want him in, do they want J.D. Vance? Do they think he's a good alternative?
This is a great question. I will ask this to people. Would you guys like to see him removed or no?
Honestly, no opinion.
No opinion. What about you, man?
No.
I mean,
Frank,
yeah.
no.
You would?
Yeah.
What about you? Same.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Would you guys think, if that's the case, let's follow this, okay? He's removed. The person that steps up is J.D. Vance. Better?
No, worse.
Way worse.
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 Yeah, worse.
Way worse.
Okay, hold on. So we don't want her away. We don't want her removed then.
No, I guess not. We want someone else completely.
Would you like to see him out as president before the end of his term? You said yes?
Absolutely.
The next person in line would be J.D. Vance.
I don't think
you think that'd be better?
No, I don't. Okay. I think having a democratically controlled Senate and House would do some good.
Why do you guys think some people are telling me that they hope he doesn't make it? Why do you guys think people are telling me that they hope he gets removed from office by force? What's going on there? I don't know if they said by force, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are resentful, you know, for the things that are happening, like the way ICE is, you know.
Deporting people in the country illegally?
It's okay. I mean, Obama did it too, right? He actually deported quite a few people, but it wasn't done in the same way that this, you know, it's happened. And I'm not saying he's the one.
Do you think people just weren't focused on it back then? I never heard anybody talk about it. Why, in your view, no, if not minimal, but I would say no, outrage about the mass importation of people like that, that you just don't know?
Trump.
People call it unfettered mass migration.
There's your liberal side. There was never be a person on the Trump side that would ever go Biden passing anybody. I don't know anybody that would do that. But it's so angry on your side if you're liberal. You guys are so angry. You're so overly angry. It's just it's unnerving to watch society degrade itself like that. We should not ever get angry. Certainly we can disagree, but we don't have to get angry about it.
By the way, the runner's coming back, so we're going to try to catch him. Sir, we need you to participate. Come on in.
I'll say it loud. Trump.
Okay, that's the dialogue. Do you think by the end of Donald Trump's second term, do you think people are going to be looking back saying, he did a pretty good job? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to predict the future.
He's doing more now than has been done in decades.
When push comes to shove, a lot of people are going to say, is the gas prices going down? Can I buy more food? Is my paycheck going further than what it was? Can I afford a home now? You know, those kind of things that every American, my daughters, that they deal with. Those are the kind of things, because Dad's going to be gone one day. And I'm thinking, what's going to be left for them? And so I see, what I feel is he's doing a lot of good, and he's trying to push not only the U.S., but just even in the world, just trying to bring peace in all these places. And I applaud that. I applaud anybody who has the backbone to get out there and actually stand face to face with world leaders and say, this is what I'm proposing. This is what I'm willing to do to get it.
He is really pushing forth truth, justice, and the American way. And in 10 years after he's out of office, he'll come down as one of the greatest presidents that there ever was.
What? Pam said she was doing what? Pam said she was sending me to prison. Really now? How the fuck is that going to work? God, these people are fucking goofy as shit. Just fucking goofy. Now, Joe, I absolutely appreciate this. Thank you very much. And you are right. I am absolutely too pretty for prison. No. I will go to the next part of evolution and consciousness before I go to prison. Pam Tifa follows me. I mean, she has to hang out with Spider, Mike, and Richard. Of course, she wants to be around the Latvian stud Buffett. That was a joke. I'm just kidding. And once again, I just want to put this out there. I cannot fix. I hate calling her Maceface, but what's her name? Liliana or some shit? I cannot fix that bitch. She's fucking way too far gone. Hey, Danny, at least you won't get maced in prison. Isn't that fucked up that you might be safer in prison? Fucking crazy. You just got, hey, Danny, you just got to watch your cornhole, man. That's it. Leilani. There you go. Leilani. Okay. See, I have to remember there's a wrestler, Leilani Kai. Okay, I'll remember that. Layla? Okay. Yeah. Something Leilani, I think it is. She farts dust. Ugh. Maceface is a man. That's not true. Maceface is a man. That's not a dude. That's a dude. That's not a dude.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. Let's get our founder tier members' names up on the screen. Greatly appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You guys, a lot of wishful thinking from folks on the left today. Just in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. I have no clue, but an over 40% chance of Trump being out as president. Wishful thinking, totally crazy.
Okay, here it is. Here's what you've been waiting for. Oh my God, dude. Hey, if you're not a friend of the show, but I'm working on it. Cash Jordan, love Cash Jordan, love his content. I appreciate him. You know why? Because I've streamed before with my bed in the background and I hated it. So shout out to Cash Jordan, 1.64 million subs 5 hours ago, and this has 141K views. Damn, dude. This bro is killing it.
Ended into chaos last night, and I can't believe what you're about to see.
You should be ashamed of
Listen
yourself.
to the screaming.
Not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Right.
That is
He's looking
why
at
I'm
Omar.
also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases,
to her.
drug
Kick her
lords,
out. Why is
murderers
she in
all
there?
over our country.
Why is she
They're
allowed here?
blocking the removal of these people
Get
out of
them
our
outta
country,
here.
and you should be ashamed of yourself.
This is crazy. Look at them. They hate our country. They hate our country. They hate that flag. They hate the people clapping. They hate hearing about all of America's successes. It drives them insane. That's why they want to have a war in this country. Those 3 letters are toxic to them. Look, half this place is sick. This is disgusting, man. This is gross.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
Yeah. Oh, and
Tony, I'm gonna pretend, Tony, like I have no idea what that stands for.
Look, half the room not standing for that. I wonder why. This is ridiculous.
To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. The cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant.
The fraud is rampant. Why is
It's
not
very
everybody
simple.
standing?
All voters must show voter ID.
How is this controversial? What's his problem? Why doesn't he want that? Does he do anything other than blink this guy? Okay. He's got jokes.
All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
Why is that a problem? Look, they cannot stay seated. It's impossible.
No, Polly. Girls Gone Wild is GGW. Tony said GGG. That is not the same fucking thing. Tony?
To sit during this speech unless you hate our country.
Mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel.
Right. That's so obvious.
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%.
Including Democrats. And they just sit there stone-faced, hating on all of this. I can't believe they even showed up.
And
They
even the
showed
new
up to look
communist mayor
angry.
of New York City. I think he's a nice guy, actually.
Oh, Mr. Mamdani made it into the State of the
Policy,
Union.
but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a
Yeah.
social security card.
Yeah. It's harder to get that job than a
Yet
real
they
job.
want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No,
Right.
it's no good.
It's a privilege.
Hey, Tony P, watch this. I just texted Polly what it means. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Once she sees the text message, she's going to fall the fuck apart.
No good. Both Republicans and Democrats
I can't believe this.
overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And
It's so-
Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
And speaking of saving the country, look at who got the Medal of Honor and would be entitled to a mail-in ballot.
Very first Chief Warrant Officer 5 in the entire United States military history to receive the Medal of Honor. So this is Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, who's a highly experienced helicopter pilot that's serving in the U.S. Army's elite 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, also known as the Night Stalkers, who are basically the unit that's renowned for transporting all of our special operations forces for like extremely high-risk nighttime insertion missions. Now, he's still on active duty
That's
right now,
crazy.
but he was awarded the Medal of Honor, which is the nation's highest military award for his actions during Operation Absolute Resolve on January 3rd of 2026, which was the daring raid to capture Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro in Caracas. He was the flight lead and pilot for the very first MH-47 Chinook helicopter that was inserting into Caracas, and he's responsible for planning the aviation component of the mission, including leading the insertion of Delta Force.
Wow.
Now, as the helicopter was approaching the landing zone
So
for
it's his
the
plan.
assault under the cover of darkness, he was struck multiple times. He maintained control of the aircraft, maneuvered it in to face the threats, which allowed his door gunners to eliminate the
Yeah, he saved
hostiles.
everybody
and he
on that
successfully
helicopter.
landed so he could deploy the team that was in the back. His actions directly assured the mission's success and prevented a potential catastrophic crash.
But what's the takeaway from all this sitting and all of this hatred of America?
The only conclusion you can draw from tonight's State of the Union address is that the modern radical Democrat Party hates America.
Right.
And I do not say that lightly. I wish I could say I was surprised.
Yeah, that's not
I
politics.
wish I could say I can't believe they didn't stand up for X reason, Y reason, Z reason. Trump literally gave them the opportunity to stand up and admit that one of the roles of government, one of the biggest roles of government, is to protect American citizens. And what did they do? They sat on their hands like they are known to do, like they have continued to do Every time they have had power, they have allowed individuals to run roughshod over the average American and dare you to call them out on it. One of the best things he did was actually call them out and allow individuals to see this contrast for themselves. Because all too often you'll see leftists engage in this weird war of words, right? Where they try to couch or phrase things differently to make it appear more palatable. They are masters at this. This is one of the hallmarks of cultural Marxism, is trying to change the definitions of things, trying to make things sound more appealing to the average everyday person, right? But you're going to sit there now and tell me that Democrats could not be bothered to stand up and admit that their job is to protect American citizens, particularly over illegal immigrants. They can't do that, right?
Because all year they've been doing everything they can to stand against Trump and say that he is the tyrant in the White House while defending people who are in America illegally and have broken our laws, calling them our neighbors, which is the type of speech manipulation he's talking about. They can't stand for that.
They won't stand up for the 5-year-old girl who almost lost her life at the hands of an illegal immigrant who was given a driver's license here in this country. They consistently prove to you time and time again that the last thing they care about is the average everyday American. And yet they think that they are entitled to walk these halls of power. They think that they should be allowed to form and create these rules and these laws. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the State of the Union address has not devolved into a little bit of political theater. I mean, it started off with Al Green, literally the festering boil on Houston, Texas, showing up with a sign that said black people aren't apes. Who told you that they were apes in the first place, Al Green? Let me ask you that question. But honestly,
that's a good question.
Al Green, ironically enough, is probably the strongest argument against the statement he even made this evening. But I digress. These people are not serious. These people do not care about you. And these people will prove to you time and time again that all they want to do is stand against American progress.
Nope.
They cannot be bothered to put your needs first. And they pretend that they care about America at all. It's almost as if, you know, it's like if you would imagine a vampire being forced to hold a cross. That's them holding American flags. I tuned in before the speech actually started.
And the amazing thing about this is they think that 2026 is their year to capture back the country and to regain control of the country and to put a stop to Trump once and for all. They think there's a critical mass of people behind them who love the fact that they're sitting down when our country succeeds and are going to go vote for more of that and are going to go vote to reverse course. Is that going to happen?
Falling into tribalism, to where if you don't agree with the president, it's okay to be disrespectful to the country. It's okay to be disrespectful to the Constitution and not to act to have civility. As a person that was a teacher, students would say things that other students didn't disagree with. I didn't say it was okay to just walk outside the classroom because we expect a certain decorum and a certain level of class and civility that we all have as Americans. And what we're seeing now with the left is because they didn't get their way, even though Barack Obama deported as many people more than.
Oh, that's funny, Joe. I didn't notice that he was black.
President Trump, even though he talked about tariffs, now a lot of things that were common sense before they disagree with because it's politically advantageous. They think it's
sorry, Joe. I don't live my life immediately noticing what race someone is. Doesn't really matter to me. I care way more if you're a piece of shit. I told a story before. I know someone who looks exactly like me. We could be like twin brothers, and he's a piece of garbage. My best friend is like a 6'6", big fat black dude. It's my best friend. I won't say his name since I called him a big fat black dude. Hey, like, I prefer we not type out in chat what that means, Tony. I just... No, Rebby, no. It's not that. It's something else.
It's okay to now scream and leave the room, and we're seeing a
Rebby, you want me to message you what it means? You're not gonna like it, but I'll message you what it is. You're not gonna like it. But if you want to know if it's killing you, I'll message you privately.
lapse of what we just consider civility in our country.
It's like children were present for that speech, didn't like what they heard, and threw a fit. It's one thing to hate an idea, but it's another thing to hate a person for having that idea. If somebody thinks something, you got to ask yourself, why is it that they think this way? You got to try to figure out why, and you don't hate them for it. People watching this who are absolutely upset with the idea of sitting for America's successes and are absolutely repulsed by the actions of these legislators, don't hate the people themselves. Don't wish harm on the people themselves. As repulsive as it is to watch somebody like Representative Omar scream at the president and talk about how horrible he is while she enjoys so many things that are amazing about America while she's sitting in Congress, as repulsive as that is, we don't sit there and wish that something bad would happen to her after the speech, that she would be harmed in some way. No, nobody's thinking.
Joe, you should be worried about Rebby corrupting me.
That, but that's how they think about us. And these are people that actually dislike the people they expect to come and vote for them. I've spent a lot of time walking the streets of New York City, showing apartments, talking about crime, and letting people know what life is really like on the ground here right now. And one thing has become impossible to ignore. Everything is more expensive, everything feels more fragile, and the people in the middle are getting squeezed from every direction. Rents are up, utilities are up, groceries are up, and the same institutions that created this mess are out there buying homes and telling regular people just to adjust. Living in a city like New York teaches you pretty quickly that systems don't always work the way they're supposed to. And that's why I believe in owning something real, like physical gold and silver from American Hartford Gold. Not because it's flashy, but because it's tangible. Gold isn't tied to a landlord, a bank's balance sheet, or the next policy experiment. American Hartford Gold.
You should call American Hartford Gold and get some silver. Silver's a hot commodity. That's what all the computer circuits and all that kind of crap, silver connections and stuff, you know.
Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews. You can have gold or silver shipped straight to your door or stored securely in a tax-advantaged gold IRA if you're thinking long-term. On top of that, right now, if you call and mention my name, you could get $20,000 in free silver with your first purchase. Call 866-679-4550 or text cash to 65532. That's 866-679-4550 or text cash to 65532. Or you can just click the link in the description of this video. When you live in the real world instead of a spreadsheet, you learn fast. Betting everything on systems you don't control is incredibly risky, while owning something real just makes sense.
So again, reacting to last night, while everything is going on, right? You know, Kenneth said something about Democrats figuring themselves out right now as they're going
trying
through
to
this next.
rebrand. Some of them are.
Earlier.
Hillary's trying to.
Here's CNN talking about who is their leading candidate, and Harry Enton calls it a clown show. Go ahead, Rob.
They're all running, and this is just a downright clown car at this point on the Democratic side. I mean, just take a look here. Top choices for the 2028 Dem-Pres nominee. You have a leader, but it's not really a clear leader. It's within the margin of error. You have Newsom at 19%. Then you have former Vice President Kamala Harris at 18%. Quite a weak number for her, given that, of course, she was the nominee last time around. Pete Buttigieg, who, of course, has run before, 13%. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez at 12%.
Okay, so you might be looking at this and laughing at these numbers, but here's the thing you got to understand. Unless one of these people manages to pull a Zoran Mamdani and come from behind, which could be AOC, the real likelihood here is that the true candidate for this party, the true leader, is being hidden. They always hide their candidate until the last minute. They did it when Biden was president. He dropped out at the last minute and Kamala's in. They hid her until the last minute, didn't they? Same thing with Hillary, who always says, oh, she's never running. Oh, I'm not running. Oh, I'm not running. Oh, I'm not running. Oh, God. Oh, I'm running. So is she going to step in the ring? Is Michelle Obama going to step in the ring? Are we going to see a Mom Donnie style come from behind here, fueled by social media and promises of freebies? That's what's going to determine who the leader is. And don't think for a second that there's not a civil war going on the screen here, because we've got three people here who represent the establishment of the party. They can call themselves whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. These people have been around for a long time. Then we've got one of the DSA candidates over here who they do not want to see on the board.
Do you think that kind of makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's a civil war in the Democratic Party was going on in the last election between the progressives and the center left.
Happened in New York,
and the
too.
progressives have all the energy right now, Mamdani in New York, AOC. And it's very hard for someone who's more electable to come out in the Democratic Party. I mean, there's a war on in the Republican Party too, but it's much more one-sided. But in the Democratic Party, I mean, it's sort of, I think the progressives are clearly on top. I think it's going to be a progressive candidate, you know, somebody pretty left-leaning.
That's who the base wants. They don't want to come out and vote for an establishment dinosaur who's too old to relate to them, doesn't know how to use a smartphone, and has been saying things like Chuck Schumer, for example, who at one point wanted voter ID and wanted crackdowns on welfare and now supports none of those things, even though he's still the exact same person. These are people, they just go where the wind blows them. What they want is they want a radical who's going to promise them every single thing they want. The free grocery stores, the free buses, the free this, the free that, the open borders forever. That's the candidate that they want, who's also going to say that they're Trump's worst nightmare. You come out with that, and you're going to have people who want to vote for you.
If you see right now who are the superstars of the left today, two names. Who are the superstars? Mamdani and AOC. Correct. And you keep seeing them collaborating. Even the video they made yesterday about how in Spanish, illegal immigrants, you can get childcare free in New York, and here's how to get it. I don't know if you saw that.
Gratis.
So,
that was
but
horrible,
you know what's
man.
interesting is
what a
young,
scam.
good-looking, charming, charismatic, and they at least have ideas they're presenting. Right. Of course, they're socialist ideas. Of course, there may be bad ideas. Of course, history says these ideas don't work, but they're pitching ideas.
Right.
There's.
They have a foundation, and that's the thing that the establishment Democrats don't have. They do not have a foundation. What is Gavin Newsom's foundation? He'll say whatever it takes to get elected. He has no foundation. He'll say anything. And voters will respond to somebody that says, hey, I have a platform, I have plans, this is how I'm going to implement those plans, I'm not going to take no for an answer, and this is what's going to save our country. That resonates with people, even if the plans are to turn a city like New York into Venezuela.
Two different communities. One is sitting there saying, he's evil, he's evil, he's evil. The other one is saying, let's raise taxes on the rich and let's give free benefits to illegal immigrants. Believe it or not, these guys are getting more momentum than these guys.
Makes sense.
Because there is no ideas here. It's just calling them out. And it's interesting if we go then. By the way, here's a crazy question for you guys. You know, Kenneth, you were around back in 1992.
I wasn't a young man already in 1992.
I was around. So the way he said it, but for you, when you watch something like this, you know, and you see the momentum that they're creating, nobody thought if I told you 2 years ago or 3 years ago, a full-on socialist, one step away from a communist, speaks like a communist. He speaks as if he's read the Communist Manifesto 6, 7, 8 times, and he's a Muslim, and in New York City, in the capital of capitalism, in the headquarters of capitalism.
Is there anybody that's live out in Portland right now? Anybody? Is there anybody? Not Spider Mike, okay. Is there anybody out there I could stream? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm not restreaming that piece of shit, John. Ain't no fucking way. Fuck pretend media. Fat bitch. I don't like that guy. He's not cool.
Capitalism, right? Financial capital of the world that took over London, that a socialist, Muslim, progressive guy's going to become the mayor people would have said you're out of your mind.
But here's the thing. Who did Zoran Mamdani run against in New York? He ran against Andrew Cuomo, the former
All right, prank sealer.
governor, the disgraced governor who resigned. That was his competition. And we already know that Mamdani's the only one with ideas. The other candidates had no ideas. They had nothing but a status quo and we'll see what happens type of attitude. They have no plan. Of course, the person with a plan is going to win over the people who don't have a plan. This is so obvious. And this is why this radical wing of this party is taking over. They're the only ones with any ideas. And the ideas are so radical. The other people that are already in the party, like the Gavin Newsom has come out and said he doesn't think a wealth tax in California is a good idea. Meanwhile, billionaires are fleeing the state because they know the voters want this. This is what the voters want. If it's not this year, it's going to be next year. The writing is on the wall in these places. They're going full on to left field, and no one can stop them, not even their own leaders.
Man, maybe you can do that in New York. If you can do that in New York City, maybe you can do that at the national level.
Yeah, they're going to try.
With somebody like an AOC.
Yep, they're going to try.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying to people all over the world who are sort of worried about the reelection of a Trump-like figure, they're so scared about that. I say, wait till you see the election of a Mamdani-like person, in the United States.
They hate Trump so much they're going to vote for that.
The incredible swing, the uncertainty, the fact that you could, our country's so far apart, and you could swing from one to the other. But yeah, no, Mamdani is absolutely good looking, charming, knows how to use social media, no question about it. And I do have my sort of, okay, they're very left leaning, but, good friends in New York who kind of like him because basically they said the last two guys were idiots. And so at least he doesn't seem like an idiot, which, he clearly, seems thoughtful, even if not literate.
So being dead wrong.
Oh, Polly, you weren't here. Next week we're having Tinkerton, and the following week we're having Zach X. It's already scheduled. It's already done. We already talked to him. He already said yes. It's scheduled. Yeah, the BC Preacher is live from home talking, and I'm not going to restream that. That's too much. I'm not going to do that. That's something that we all know who would do that. There's two names that come to mind that would do that. One is a dirty Muslim and the other one can't crop a picture. Yeah, shout out to the BC Preacher. I love him, but I'm not going to restream that.
Is no longer something that voters care about. All they care about are these superficial things. Good looking, speaks well, can use a smartphone.
Hey, by the way, I don't mean to interrupt once again. I'm sorry. By the way, there's a thing you might know this. There's a thing in the Muslim religion. It's called taqiyya. TAQQIA. Taqiyya. It's the act that allows, or it's the rule that allows Muslims to lie to infidels. They are given permission by their God, loosely put, to lie to you and me about their religion, what they believe, what they're into, what they're about, and all the details. I don't fucking believe anybody who does. You want us to get rid of our dogs? Are you fucking kidding me? I'd walk around 3 illegal immigrant foreign fucking criminals on fire to pet your dog. Your dog, not even my dog. I'd walk around 3 people on fire to pet your dog. That's how much I like dogs and don't give a fuck about them. The fuck? Over my dead body. Yup. Are you serious? You want us to get rid of dog? Like, hey, look, I got a dad, and my dad My dad's life has been a series of dogs. My dad would, I don't even know what he would do to protect his dog, but if he could burn the city to the goddamn ground. So, yeah. Fuck it. Islam has no place in America. Sharia law is not compatible with Western values. It's not compatible, and I don't give a fuck if they get insulted or not. Get the fuck out. I don't understand why you would come from an oppressed society like Pakistan or Afghanistan and come over here and still live that way. There you go, Takia. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Taqiyya. Takia. Yeah, well, I'm not even gonna talk about that person. That person's not even worth me mentioning his name. I'll talk to him when he can crop a picture. And Bach, we didn't. I don't know how Tommy was gonna react, really, but he had no choice. Honestly, he had no choice but to react the way he did because all those women. Hey, thank you. You can try. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. If you're not a part of the Discord, let us know. We'll get you a good link. Polly, if you don't know how to get a fresh link, let me know. I can send you a fresh link. But you can go get it. You just click on the name and it says invite to server. But yeah, we have a members only Discord just to keep out the trolls and shit. I gate it behind the membership, but if you're an active member of the community and you're a friend and whatnot and you're a patriot, then we'll just give you a link. Any of the mods or Polly can or any of the other members would be more than happy to help you with that. I didn't want to gate it behind a membership, but that keeps Spider Mike out of my fucking Discord, really.
Gets views on TikTok. That's what they care about. That's the base of this party. How does that base go out and say they want Gavin Newsom or Kamala Harris? And an even bigger question is,
yeah, Joe, you have to be an American patriot. Well, not necessarily American, because I think Jess is a part of it and she's Canadian. You have to, and then McGinnis is a part of it and he's Australian. But sorry, Joe, you're too liberal. I'm trying to protect you, Joe. It's not me. I'm not trying to be difficult, Joe, but the other people in my Discord will eat you alive. Joe, Polly, tell Joe that he doesn't want to come face to face with Sparky. Joe, you will not enjoy that conversation. Sparky will not like you. He will destroy you.
how does that base stand for anything that makes America great and makes America successful? How does that base clap for a border that should be shut down? How does that base clap for a men's Olympic hockey team that was happy to get a call from the president? They can't.
Oh, Michael, you're cool. You're good, Michael. You're chilling. So Sparky is the guy that wanted to throw bacon inside of a mosque. He's Brenda, thank you so much. Have a good night. We're gonna raid the BC preacher pretty soon, guys. I wanted to do that. I like him a lot. I like him so much. I want him on the I would love for the BC preacher to be a regular panel member, like a regular one, maybe like once a month. The only problem is he says he goes to church on Tuesday nights. So we might have to do a special Thursday town hall sometimes. Maybe we'll flex. Do you think that would be a problem, guys, if we flexed sometimes did like a Thursday town hall or a Tuesday? Do you think it always has to be on a Tuesday? What do you think, Polly? Because if some people aren't available, but I don't want to miss out on a Tuesday if like BC Preacher is always at church. I don't want to miss out on him, So I think maybe we might be able to get a Thursday one going, maybe. Doesn't Scuba go to church on Tuesdays too? Interesting. I thought Wednesday was a big church night. I don't know, man. Jews go to church on Friday and Saturday morning like weirdos. That's why I never go, because it's Friday night and Saturday morning. What the fuck? I don't understand Canadian MAGA or Make Canada Great Again. It's because that you're looking at it, Joe, through a lens of Donald Trumpism and not of country exceptionalism. What, like MAGA? They act like people act like MAGA does not stand for Make America Great Again. What's so bad about wanting your country to be great? What's so fucking bad? Why is it so bad that I don't want the entire world to send their worst fucking citizens to us to ruin our country? Immigrants make America better, but illegal immigrants ruin America. Joe, I'm only going to say this one time out loud on stream, Joe. And I just need you to really pay. It's very, very important, Joe. I'm a professional actor. What the fuck do you think wrestling is? It's 15% what you do physically and 85% your acting ability. I am a professional actor with like live audience stage time of like 10,000 hours. Michael Sperling, I did a show with one of the Bushwhackers. It was Butch. It was Butch. Wait, yeah, it was Butch. No. For fuck's sakes, it was Luke. Butch was dead. It was Luke. It's hard for me to tell them apart. Canada, this is the funniest thing ever. Canada is gay Mexico. I don't know why that's funny. Geographically, you're North America. Mexico is geographically, right? Geographically, you're in North America, I guess, you know. Thank you, Lynn. That's so nice. But like you're not America, you know? However, I'll be honest with you, Canada and the citizens of Canada, not the immigrants, but the actual Canadian citizens are as close to Americans as you're ever gonna find. It's geographical reasons, but like if I've met white people before and I had no idea they were Canadian until they told me. You ever think that Mexico should be better at curling? That's hilarious. Yeah, Canada's like an old attic. Like a shitty loft apartment over like a really nice mansion. Hey Joe, I've been to Canada twice. It was cold as fuck. I went to the same place twice. I was just traveling and that was like one of my layovers. I was in St. John's Bay, Newfoundland. That's directly north of Maine, I believe. Maine, Vermont, the New England states is like right north of that. It was cold as fuck.
And they hate our country. They've been taught that our country is evil. They've been taught that our country is wrong. And when somebody comes along with those ideas and says, hey, put me in office, they're going full in on it.
I don't know how he's going to do in New York because it's not doing that. He inherited all this spending, all these fiscal problems.
That doesn't matter to the voters.
And if he raises taxes on the wealthy like he wants to, he's just going to chase them out, and it's going to lose money. It's going to make him feel good, but it's going to lose money.
Who's going to? Hey, Tin Man, if you're talking to me, I don't see every chat, man. Like seriously, their chat goes by so fast. I'll scroll up. Canada is underestimated. Joe, do you ever get different? Oh, you're talking to Joe. Yeah, good luck getting an answer there. Sorry, my bad.
Pay the biggest price. You're somebody that you've been in the space of studying what works, what doesn't work. This is your world, right? PhD, MIT in economics. You know, chief economist at IMF. Your world is to study what works, what doesn't work, right? What? When you look at what's going on with New York and the idea of
Tuesdays, I don't even know what the fuck, man. Tuesdays are crazy. We have like 1,000 people on Town Hall Tuesdays. There's a lot of chat. Hey, look, guys. Unless you've experienced it for yourself, you really can't comprehend how fast shit's moving when there's 1,000 people in the damn 1,000 people. You figure like 300 are chatting. 300 people all sitting. You got to do slow motion. You got to do it. Yeah, USA. That's why they were at the State of the Union address, guys. Polly, let's get that song stuck in Clyde's head. No, I don't know what song that is. Let's not get a song stuck in my head. That's okay. We actually don't get that many trolls. You might think we do, but Asmongold bans like 80 to 100 people every damn stream, it seems. Night, John. See you later. Yeah, I think we're done with this show pretty much. There's nothing going on out there. I've been streaming for 4 hours now. It doesn't seem like that long, right? I want to raid the BC Preacher just to see the look on his face. I like this guy a lot. He's only got 61 viewers. Give him some love. This guy, he's got 20,000. Oh, that's good. He's got 20,000 subscribers. Hey, show him some love, please. That would be amazing if you could do that. We love the BC Preacher. He's based as fuck. He's an absolute patriot. And just tell him where you're coming from. Tell him, Climatics says hello. And we can't wait and tell him we can't wait to see him on the Town Hall Tuesday with us, chatting it up. It's going to be badass. We're looking forward to that. I was talking to him about it with Tommy earlier. We're going to love it. Yep. All right, let's do it. BC Preacher. All right. Hey guys, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it was like just a show's night, no IRL stuff. I still had a pretty decent crowd. I had about 4,000 people. That's good news. That's great. I'm working on things for Tinkerton. I'm going to get a bunch of new pictures to pull out for my little game. I'm also thinking about having... You know what? Let's do this. Let's do something real quick. I just had a really good fucking idea. And because it's Tinkerton... I'll tell you something. If you want to, and you love Tinkerton, and you want to create a little video message for him, 30 seconds, a minute long, if that's something that you would like to do, and you'd like to get on our Town Hall Tuesday, we will pull your video up. It's got to be positive though, because you're going to submit them to me, send me a link, upload it to YouTube, make it unlisted. So you have to have the link to see it, then send me the link on X. That's how you do that, right? Upload it to YouTube, make it unlisted, send me the link. I'll review them and we'll choose. If we only have one, we'll do the one. But if we have multiple ones, we'll choose one that's the best one, and we'll play it on air for Tinkerton. You got a little message for him. Hey, we love what you're doing for Tommy, and you're a patriot. But let's do that. Would be pretty cool. So we'll see if we get any submissions on that. Right? I'll make an X post about it. I don't want him to know though. I don't want him to know. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise. So Tinkerton, if you're watching right now, just ignore what I just said. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight. I'm not one of the people who's going to stream 15 hours a day every day. I'm not going to just pull up a game for. I want to play a game a little bit, but I have other responsibilities. I have a kid. I have, wake up. Wake up for me is 5:30 a.m. Shout out to Ben Dykes. Thank God that I found the Ben Dykes show, because at 6:30 in the morning, when I'm looking at a one bloodshot eye, drinking my coffee, that's the perfect solution to wake up, is the Ben Dykes show. This morning, some of the viewers, I said hi, and we were chatting it up. So if you go watch the Ben Dykes show in the morning, hey, you might see me in there. I am a regular viewer of his now. We will have Ben Dykes on the show. I can't wait. I can't wait to ask him where he got that damn gold microphone from. I actually think he got it from the EIB network. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for everything. Say hello to the BC Preacher. We love him. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yep. We'll see you Friday. Okay, it's all set. Here we fucking go. Hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.